Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Westfield Football Game of the Week here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. Kenny Kofer, Brant Daughtry, Brett Taylor, and Peyton Josie coming to you live from Marvin Arrington Stadium, Coach Jones Field here on the campus of Westfield School, where it finally feels like fall versus last week. Brett, we were down in Dublin, which was about 100 degrees, sitting on a concrete slab and sweating profusely. But the fall weather has finally come here to Perry. 76 degrees right now, the fair going on across the highway. And it's a beautiful night for football here in Perry as the Westfield Hornets, coming off a victory against Trinity Christian of Dublin, will take on the defending state champions of the AAA ranks in GISA, the Frederica Knights. And it'll be a good matchup for Westfield. They kind of seemed to find some rhythm last week. I know, Brant, you weren't able to join us last week, but Westfield was really able to start the run game, and it really got into the hands of Michael Fitzpatrick and Hunter Smallwood. And it's almost like they found their identity a little bit in that ball game.
Yeah, I was watching pregame warm-ups because, like I said, I haven't did not watch last week, but they look to be running a different type of offense, not as much option and a little more spread and running out of that formation. So can't wait to see this new look Westfield offense. And of course, Frederica, like you said, last year they won the state championship, were dominant over John Millage Academy up at Mercer. So I'm anxious to see them again.
Yeah, obviously they've lost two of their biggest playmakers who have moved on to Auburn University, playing up there in the SEC. But they still got a very, very good athlete, and I think it all goes behind Denver Anthony, number 2, who we saw 2 years ago on the baseball diamond running the bases. But he was kind of the third man in the triangle last year, and now he's moved up to 1A in the rotation.
Yeah, and he's got 3 positions next to his name here on the depth chart that I'm looking at. But, yeah, like you said, he's a senior. We saw him play last year. We've seen him on the baseball diamond a little bit. He's an athlete that's a lot of fun to watch.
It'll be interesting to see. A couple names stick out to me from years past. Deke Jernigan, also a name that we remember, as he is the running back as well. And then they got a returning Thomas Veal, quarterback. So a lot of the guys you remember, but, that gone are Jalen Simpson, I believe, and Deshaun Sheffield.
Yeah, Jalen Simpson and Deshaun Sheffield, like you said, now playing in the SEC at Auburn University. So,
yeah, obviously they send some good talent through the St. Simons area, a very rich area to recruit from. I'm not talking money-wise, but just talent-wise, although it does have money down there as well. Mm-hmm. But it should be a good matchup. And Brett, I know you're over there kind of getting things set up, but how about this weather, man? I can't say enough. This is 25 degrees cooler than it was this time a week ago.
Yeah, that and the fact we're not sitting on 105-degree concrete bleachers helps out quite a bit, especially I'm not perspiring as much as I was last week.
That is true.
So that's always a plus. And, it should be interesting to see if Westfield can kind of consolidate the win last week and come out here and try to get a victory at home.
And we got our good buddy from last year coming in to visit us too. Allison Brown came down for the homecoming festivities, as it is homecoming here at the Hornets Nest. A big crowd on hand to watch here on the home stands. And across the way, not too many folks over there from Frederica, and can't say I blame them. 3.5-hour drive. Plus there is a lot of traffic going on in the Perry city limits right now across the way there.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And it took us an extra probably 3 minutes to get in here just to wind through all the traffic, get past that big blockade that was in front of the highway out here in front of Westfield. So, but we're here. It's homecoming, as you said, Kenny, and hoping Westfield can continue the winning streak or build a winning streak here. We'd be remiss if we didn't say, it's kind of somber night as well, considering we had a loss last week after the game, and unfortunately Miss McPherson passed away, and that's just an unfortunate and tragic situation. I'd like to pray for and keep her family in the thoughts and prayers, and that's just tough.
Yeah, I see the young man down there. The team is he's dressed out in full uniform tonight. Johnny McPherson, they're praying around him as we speak. So yeah, definitely keep the McPherson family in your thoughts and prayers as we go forward. So about 3.5 minutes away from kickoff here on this broadcast, brought to you by Brandon Ford of Perry, just across the street here from the Westfield School. If you're looking for a truck, car, anything like that, I know I got my truck there, and it's great business to do over that way with those guys over there. And so check them out And why don't we move into the starting lineups first, as these starting lineups are brought to you by Synovus Securities, and Brett Taylor has those for you.
So starting tonight for Westfield, pretty similar on offense. At quarterback, number 12, Beck Beckham. The 2 running backs, number 7, Michael Fitzpatrick, number 44, Hunter Smallwood. You've got the 2 wide receivers. A little change up here. You've got number 13, Hunter Hancock, who was starting last week, but now you've got number 21, J.B. Bearden out wide. The line looks very similar. At tight end, number 35, Robert Kennis. The offensive line looks like this. Left tackle, number 51, Carson Mathis. At left guard, number 50, Seth Andrews. At center, number 52, Colby Hill. At right guard, number 62, Cole Miller. And at right tackle, number 30, Braden McDaniel. Those are the offensive starters for Westfield. On defense, the Hornets look like this. At cornerbacks, you've got number 13, Hunter Hancock, number 14, Sam Johnson. Safety is number 15, Chris Kennis. You've got 4 linebackers, number 8, Coleman Williams, number 7, Michael Fitzpatrick, number 35, Robert Kennis, and number 24, Clay Walton. And the defensive line will look like this tonight. Number 50, Seth Andrews at defensive end. Number 21, J.B. Bearden at defensive end. And the interior of that defensive line, number 62, Cole Miller, and number 78, Cal Langston. So those are the starters for Westfield here tonight.
And all that is brought to you by Synovus Securities. I want to thank Mr. Chris Kennis, Miss Mary Jane Kennis for their sponsorship of the starting lineups, as we'll move into the keys to the game, sponsored by Middle Georgia Orthopedic, and Brant Daughtry has those.
Well, first off, we want to see the Hornets dominate the run game. Like you said, last week they really found their identity in it, and want to continue to have that success. Play with emotion. Westfield, they had a little bit of trouble. They seem to have had a little bit of trouble kind of getting up for the game a couple of times. They've gotten out of it before it ever really began, but like you said, that changed last week. Don't beat yourself. That really boils down to turnovers and, for lack of a better way to say it, stupid plays. Don't do anything. Don't make mental mistakes, and use play action to help the run. You know, you have to be able to throw the football, and if you have the threat of play action, if it is being effective, then they have to respect that play action a little bit, and that'll open up your run game.
So those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Middle Georgia Orthopedic. I want to thank all the doctors at Middle Georgia Orthopedic for their sponsorship of the keys to the game, as the captains make their way out to the middle of the field for the coin toss. This coin toss brought to you by the Amos family. Bill, Laura, Giles, William, and Caroline Amos, sponsors of the coin toss all season long. I want to thank them for their sponsorship as the teams meet there at the midfield stripe. For Westfield, it will be Carson Mathis, Michael Fitzpatrick, homecoming king Colby Hill, and number 24, Clay Walton. And for the visitors, it appears to be Denver Anthony, Will Counts, is that 56, Will Thompson, and I think that is Zeke Jernigan. Westfield in their home green jersey with white numbers trimmed in gold and the white pants. They've kind of changed things up, it seems, every time we've been out here.
They're the new Oregon.
Yeah, whether they go with black pants and green jerseys, or sometimes they go with the black jerseys and green pants, right?
They have as many outfits as Allison has in her wardrobe.
4? She is a college student now, so she probably just wears pajamas all the time.
You know how it is when you're in college. All of your clothes are dirty on the floor, and you just pick the one that smells the least
there you go.
Bad.
That is very true. So the coin toss, Westfield wins. They defer to the second half. That worked out for them last game. Hopefully it works for them again. So Frederica will start with the football on offense, and Westfield will be moving from left to right here as they defend the south goal. When we come back, we'll wrap up this pregame show and come back with the Swanson House kickoff as you're watching Westfield Hornet football here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes. Our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare. Advanced medical care closer to home.
And welcome back here as we get set for the opening kickoff. The opening kickoff going to be brought to you by the Swanson House Restaurant. Go check them out, Brad and his team. We would stop by there on our way here.
I had the vegetable plate.
I know. That's surprising.
Well, I had such a big lunch and a late lunch. And I'm watching my figure. I look very debonair.
Yeah, svelte. Yeah. So it will be Westfield kicking off here to start this game.
Getting a little deep in here.
Yeah, isn't it? So Michael Fitzpatrick will kick it away. Back deep to receive for the Knights will be Denver Anthony, along with Josh Meadows.
Red liquid is really the last thing you need, Brant.
And Kyle Perez.
What are you talking about?
Why don't you like Powerade, man?
No. I'm just thinking with Brant, red's kind of the last thing he needs to drink in case he spills it.
Oh, I thought
he looks like a guy who typically spills a lot on his shirt.
I thought you were going to say he's like because he's an Auburn fan in Georgia colors or something.
Well, I didn't know what you were going for.
He failed.
Especially because like my shirt's a dark blue.
So here comes the Swanson House kickoff. As Westfield.
It's kind of interesting. Frederica's away uniforms look a lot like Westfield's.
Oh yeah.
So that
mirror images.
That will confuse me a lot tonight, I'm sure.
That's okay. That'll just be one of many things that confuses you.
We're underway. Right. Line drive kick. Taken at the 10-yard line, and they drop it, and picking it back up is Kyle Perez. Regains control, but he's tripped up just across the 20. Tackle made there by Clay Walton, and that's where Frederica will start their first drive. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's a great job by Walton getting down there. I didn't think he was going to make the tackle, but ended up getting a good enough angle that he was able to knock his feet out from underneath him.
12 yards on the return for Perez. 1st down and 10 for the Knights.
We're in the Flint Energy's first quarter.
I want to thank Flint for providing power to my house. Thank you.
That's always good.
Oh, no.
Indeed. So Tyler Devlin at quarterback gives off to Denver Anthony to the far side. Westfield there. Coleman Williams cannot make the tackle. Cal Langston brings him down, though, at the 25. So it's only a 3-yard gain. Coleman Williams really came out last week and played an exceptional game for the young freshman as he had a couple big tackles, and he forced that one deep into their territory. Still, good move by Anthony to pick up 3 yards.
Yeah, great job by Williams getting back there. He did not make the tackle, but he forced it. He forced the play outside to give his defense time to catch up and make a tackle for a short gain.
So Devlin with a running back to his left side. That's McGraw. And 2 receivers to either side. He's going to give it off to McGraw, or that's Perez. Stutter steps and gets out across the 25 to about the 27. That's a short gain of 2. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
And I tell you already, Kenny, I am very impressed at the progress that this defense has made as far as being physical, staying in your gaps, getting into the backfield, and wrapping up and tackling. Already they have shown improvement in just 3 plays. Yeah,
Jay White, the defensive line, along with Cal Langston, done a really good job on the interior of that defense. Now split backs, and they give it off, and they got a 1st down and more right up the middle of the field, and a 1st down by number 4, Deke Jernigan, out to the 45-yard line. A quick hitter and a 1st and 10.
Well, right as I compliment the defense, they missed some tackles. They dialed up a run blitz, and the linebackers came free, but they weren't able to wrap up, and it leads to a big gain.
Yeah, that's kind of how you get after an attacking defense sometimes. Do a little bit of a delay, handoff, and boom.
Running right at them.
And here they go again. Late handoff on the hip, and going down is Perez as he gets right to the midfield stripe. That'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Everybody kind of runs a similar shotgun, offense now where you have that RPO kind of play.
We go 4 wide and just spread out the defense and then run it up the middle.
So it's 2nd and 5 here. Split backs again. And this time it'll be Perez. He trips as he gets the handoff. Williams will bring him down. As it looks like there's a miscommunication. I think Anthony was rolling out. Looked like maybe thought kind of an option or something because he would look like he was going to maintain that pitch relationship. But the gain is 1 from Perez, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, right now Westfield's flying around defensively, and they just got to get off the field here on the money down. 3rd down and 4.
And here comes Fitzpatrick up the middle. He's tripped up. Pass is complete. And fumble on the turf.
Ball's free.
And Westfield.
And are they going to say he had possession of it?
Well,
either way, I don't think it's going to be 4th down if he didn't. I think it's short.
Yeah, that knocked it backwards. So even though it's forward progress, the ball went backwards. So it's 4th down and 2. Wow, that is an odd play.
I'm confused why the clock is still okay. The clock is now 4th down and 2.
So it'll be 4th down and 2, and it looks like Frederica is going to stay out there.
So Meadows caught it, but then he fumbled it backwards. So it'll be 4th down and 2 here at the 47. And then they're going to give it off to Anthony. Anthony got pressure in his face, trying to reverse field. Anthony, he's going to have to beat one man, cuts inside, got a 1st down, and goes out of bounds at the 30. Westfield had him hemmed up, should have lost 5 yards, but he picks up 17 down to the 30.
And no one had backside contain. That was a perfect defensive play. Michael Fitzpatrick was right in his face, and he just was able to reverse field because the defensive end on the far side was not containing the outside, not cutting off any cutback lanes.
And that defensive end here on this side was Braden McDaniel. When he reversed field, there was nobody there.
Yep.
And 17 yards on the pickup.
Even forced him to go backwards.
Here comes Westfield again. The pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's going to be juggled and incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
Kenneth got back there and knocked it away at the last second, but I don't know if he lost it in the lights or what. That was an odd play. It looked like it had it
looked
easy.
like it hit him in the face, and he just dropped it.
Who was that over there? I can't make it out. He's taking his helmet off as he's getting – wow. It's hard to see those numbers. That is number 8, so that was Meadows.
Yeah, that one almost looked like it got lost in the lights possibly. And then, as you said, Kenneth's got his hand in there. So good job by Kenneth to knock it away or at least make it a difficult catch.
So 2nd and 10. Jernigan with the handoff. Stops, let the blocker set up. Still driving his legs before Jay White and a couple others for Westfield bring him down for a 7-yard gain.
He's a load to bring down.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting. It looked to me like Frederica pulled almost their entire offensive line. I'm sure they did it, but that's just kind of what it looked like.
Yeah, McDaniel blew that up, but he just couldn't make the tackle. Jernigan ran right into McDaniel's back.
So 3rd and 4, and the Westfield defense brings him down for a loss of 1 or 2 back to the 25. It'll be 4th down and 5 at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, Deke Jernigan is a big guy.
Yeah,
he is a very large young man.
He's a load. The Veal you were thinking about, Kenny, was Harry Veal, who I think graduated last year. I think that's his brother, Thomas, who's a quarterback.
But Deke Jernigan, if I'm not mistaken, was injured last year when Westfield went down there.
Possibly.
Because I remember him standing on the sidelines, if I'm not mistaken.
He's a baseball player, I think.
Yeah, good athlete. And
it
looks like
timeout.
Yeah, Frederica is going to burn their first timeout.
Yeah, and it's 4th and 5.
So we'll take a quick timeout with them with 7:34 to go here in the Flint Energy's first quarter. It's Westfield 0, Frederica 0 on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities. Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities.
Welcome back here. 4th down and 5 for Frederica at the Westfield 25.
We got time. 5:51.
Yeah, exactly. Quick pass out in the flat to Anthony. Anthony cuts inside, got a 1st down, and they bring him down from behind. But smart play call there from Frederica, just getting the ball in the hands of your best athlete out in space, and he picks up the yardage plus some, gain of 12 down to 13.
Yeah, they anticipated the blitz right there, and unfortunately Westfield could not hem him in on the far sideline.
I think Westfield is blitzed on just about every play on this drive.
Well, got to get pressure on him. Don't allow him to get anything started.
So the second fourth down conversion.
Yep.
Sorry, Brant. My fault.
No, hey, you were saying exactly what I was going to say.
Same play, just here to the other side. Complete. Trying to get to the corner and brought down just out of bounds as that completion was made to Asa Fritschman. So he's down to the 2. That's another first down and 10. And they have a first down and goal here at the 2. So they're knocking on the door. The 2 fourth down conversions by Anthony have kept this drive alive. Really,
Westfield needs a turnover.
And they're going to give it off now to Jernigan. He's stuffed in the middle of the pile there. He may have got down to the 2. I think it was McDaniel and Coleman Williams there on the tackle. So they're going to mark him down to the 1, gain of 1.
That's a great job by the defensive line and moving that line of scrimmage backward and getting in the face of that running back before he was able to do anything with it.
Yeah, the defense looks very inspired, and at least if they're going to score, make them drive the length of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. There have not been any really huge plays, only a couple of plays that I would deem bad as far as scheming.
Now Anthony stacked up and brought down for a loss.
My goodness.
Jay White, the first in there, along with Coleman Williams and number 24, Clay Walton, for the loss of 2, back to the 4-yard line.
There were a lot of green jerseys in the backfield that time.
Westfield's got to anticipate a pass play to the outside here. Try to suck that defense in with the linebackers being very aggressive so far, and I think that's what Frederica is going to do. That's been where they've gotten success all game long.
And they're putting Anthony in motion to the far side of the field, going to roll out the quarterback Veal. He's looking, nobody there, he's going to keep it, and Langston's going to bring him down at the 4-yard line. Back to the 5, they're going to mark him. So loss of 1 on the sack, and it's 4th down and goal at the 5. They've gone for it twice. Will they go for it 3 times?
I think they probably will. I was watching their kicker in warm-ups, and it doesn't look like he's got a very strong leg.
But even from this point, though, it's only 22-yarder, right?
Yeah, but the fact is if you're going to go for it on 4th down, and there's the decision. I'd still play kick safe, I think. This is a victory for Westfield. You don't want to do anything to give up an easy touchdown on a fake.
What a great defensive stand for Westfield, whether they kick the field goal or not.
I can tell you this, they need to hurry because they're right at 10 on the play clock.
This is Bryce Riley. Yeah, they're down to 5 now, and they get the snap off. The kick is up, and line drive, and it is good. Man, that was not pretty, but it worked. And with 4:59 to go here in the first quarter, it's Frederica 3, Westfield nothing, here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities. Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help.
Welcome back. They're going with quick timeouts here as we got the Swanson Restaurant kickoff, little pooch kick. Oh, it's off the chest, and it is.
There's a pile, and I think Frederica has it.
Yep, they sure do.
Yep.
Right off the chest.
That's Dalton Tyndall fell on that ball.
That's crap.
Was that Hancock? I think it went right off of Hunter Hancock's face mask.
Yep. And he read it well. He was in position, and then he caught it and just dropped it. So Frederica's going to have the ball.
Yep, at the Westfield 42.
You're going to ask your defense to go back out there and do it again.
That's a shame.
That's crap is what that is.
Well, we saw Frederica's kicker didn't look like he had the strongest leg. They may run onsides instead of trying to kick it deep if they don't have that much faith in their kicker to do it.
No, that was a
They
penalty.
get the ball. Yep, flag came down. Now they're putting pressure on Veal from behind. Veal's going to throw a little sideline, and it's going to be caught. What a great job getting your feet in bounds.
Yep.
But nope, the official on the backside says he's incomplete. But it don't matter anyway because it's probably going to be coming back.
That was a really good play by Veal. Just keeping his wits about him, making the defender commit to either him or the wide receiver.
What was that, illegal motion there? Two guys moving? At the
I think
snap?
they jumped and just didn't call it.
Yep.
Going to false start on Frederica. And I think that blitz kind of spooked one of the offensive linemen. He looked like he flinched when he saw Fitzpatrick coming. And Fitzpatrick's been timing up these blitzes really well so far. Hope he doesn't get drawn into an offsides penalty.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 15, I believe.
Yes, that's correct. He was a one-man wrecking crew last week. I mean, offense and defense. We talked about, I'm sure, Saturday he was just laying in a bathtub of ice because he was doing the kicking, the defense. I mean, he was doing it all.
Well, he got offensive and special teams player of the week, I think, for Westfield. So
yeah, he's something special. So now it's 1st down and 15 at the Westfield 47.
Westfield could use a turnover here.
Veal got pressure. He's going to try to run it himself, and he will be hit and go out of bounds. Lowers his shoulder and delivers.
Heard some Pats pop there.
Sam Johnson forces him out at the 46, so he gains 1. But a good job by the secondary covering up there. So Westfield has yet to run an offensive play in this game. They had Frederica go down the field, did a good job holding them out of the end zone, forcing a field goal, and then on the ensuing kickoff, kind of like a pooch onside. I don't even know what you call that,
yeah,
really.
I think that was an onside kick, but it was right at somebody. He just happened to drop it.
Hit him off the face mask.
Yeah.
Frederica.
Frederica.
So they better hurry.
Second down and 14.
This is when people get mad at us.
Yeah, that's all right. 2nd and 14. Going to throw
Will.
deep. That's a wobbly duck. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Missed the ball.
Misplayed it. Misplayed it in the air. Hunter Hancock he saw that ball coming, and he had a chance at a pick, but he just misplayed it, and then it went over his hand and fell right into the hands of the wide receiver.
Oh, my Lord. That was a horribly thrown football that went for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was awful.
I mean, that thing.
Hey, man, it's not awful if it works.
If somebody had if it was.
No, it's still awful, even
I don't know
if
about
it
a whole lot
works.
about hunting, but I got a feeling somebody wanted to pull out a rifle and shoot that bad boy. Now a bad snap. And Hancock brings him down. The extra point no good, so the score will be.
That's what you call Kenny's tee shot.
Yeah.
And it still got a touchdown. So when Kenny hits that worm burner up to the green, that's what that pass was right there.
Exactly. So with 4.5 minutes to go, it's Westfield 0 and Frederica 9 here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
What I like about Westfield is just the family atmosphere that we have here.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals.
This is the best officiating crew we've had all year. These timeouts are quick. I love it. Always got somewhere to go, Mr. Champion. Yeah, exactly. Another onside kick.
Squib it.
And this time, Westfield falls on it at 33.
I think they should put a new rule into football. You can have 3 onside kicks in a game, and that's it.
Stupid.
No, I'm serious.
I am too. That's dumb.
But I'm kind of the opinion like the Hack-a-Shack stuff. I hate that.
I saw
onside kicks are kind of the same deal with me.
I saw like an ESPN featured of a team that always goes for it on 4th down and always kicks onside kicks.
Yeah,
they win every game like 60-3.
So here comes Westfield out in the I formation, finally getting an offensive possession here. Going to give it off. Now the flea flicker.
And it's got him open.
A little bit underthrown. But, hey, look at the adjustment by Hunter Hancock. And he breaks the tackle. Hancock on his way. Can he go? Touchdown, Westfield. That's what you call redemption.
That's redemption at its finest.
I'm going to tell you what.
That's a Woodland subdivision touchdown for the Westfield Hornets.
You can't write it any better.
He pushed off.
I don't know if he pushed off. He just came back.
He pushed off. But it's okay. He pushed off. There's no debating that.
Well, the thing is, the pass was underthrown, so he had to come back to it a little bit.
Oh, I'm not getting on to him. That's on the official to make the call.
67 yards on the touchdown.
Hey, that's not a bad first play.
No, I'd say that's
a pretty good first play.
I think your offensive efficiency there is 100%.
Yeah. That is a perfect passer rating for Beck Beckham so far.
So Hunter Hancock's been involved in this game on multiple aspects here. To start, that extra point is up and good.
I
and
think Mikey
Westfield
kicked that one
trails.
as high as he could.
No kidding. So with 3:52 to go, it's Westfield 7, Frederica 9 here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. So Westfield, one play, 67 yards on the touchdown from Beck Beckham to Hunter Hancock. And Westfield closes the gap to 9-7 with 3:52 to go in this Flint Energy's first quarter. Quite a drive.
Flea Flicker works to perfection.
Brant's got a drive recap. Brant?
One play, 67 yards.
And
Beck Beckham to Hunter Hancock.
There we go. And there's the Swanson Restaurant kickoff, and it goes into the end zone.
Look at that, a touchback. Mikey's fired up.
Westfield's playing with a...
and then he just threw the kicking tee from the opposite hash.
To the sideline?
To the sideline. Just underarm flicked it.
He said, who needs a tee, kid, when I can throw it myself? So Westfield feeling good about themselves, coming off a win in Dublin last week, and here they are.
Playing Frederica.
The defending state champs. That's our Adam Chalmers reference. I hope Adam's watching.
Frederica.
Up there at, God, what's the name of that school?
Freed Hardman.
Already a sophomore?
Yep.
Big Adam, moving up in the world.
Moving on up.
All of the Middle Georgia Sports Network alumni.
Cale Parks.
Cale Parks at UGA. We got Allison back here, and there's a handoff to Anthony. Anthony trying to get around the corner.
Oh, face
yeah,
mask.
that's going to be a penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit.
Who was that, McDaniel or Tomlinson?
He didn't really mean to do that.
McDaniel brings him down. He either got face mask or shoulder pad.
Oh, no, he got face mask.
So that'll be 15 yards added onto that one. Really no...
it was an accident, though.
He didn't mean
Oh, my
to
gosh.
break his neck.
Haley brought her little foo-foo dog.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh, my goodness, that's adorable. Look at that thing.
I thought it was
Look
a
at
toy.
this.
Oh, wow, that is a cute
What
little
cutie.
dog.
What a cute
Look
little
at that little thing. Yeah, she is. That's a he or she? He's a cute little dog.
Hey, boy.
Oh, hey, what's going on? We got the whole crowd up here.
Please don't
Look
bring
at
that dog anywhere near me.
Why? You want to take it home?
No, I want to punt it out the window.
What?
Aw.
Brett, you're awful.
Listen, it's not a real dog, but it's still adorable.
So they move the ball to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Anthony comes in motion. He gets the handoff. Cuts inside, and Westfield brings him down.
Good job right there by Westfield.
Yeah, I think that was
really-
Tomlinson who spun inside off that block.
Well, you keep outside contained.
Yeah,
and
JB Bearden did a great job of containing the outside and forcing him to go up the middle.
Yeah, you want to turn that ball back to the inside, which he did right there, so good job.
Yeah, Bearden played well last week too, so good to see him out there doing a great job as Anthony will go off the field here. Late getting the play call in. They have not been quick to the line, have the Frederica Knights here early.
But they still have 13 seconds to snap it. I think they're going to be fine.
And the handoff will go to Jernigan. He's a load, and he carries a couple Westfield defenders out the midfield for a 1st and 10.
Yeah,
I
like
tell you
said,
what, they can't really block Westfield right now. I think they're right there. That was just a numbers game.
Well, I was just Jernigan getting his pads low.
Well, I'm saying he had a hole because there was a numbers advantage on that side.
And we can't go, I mean, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the great artwork done at the middle of the field there. That W and the diamond.
That looks like a Danny Camp artwork right there. Is that true?
Oh, and the pressure. Langston going to bring him down for a sack. Back to the 46. Big Cal came through, got a hold of the shoulder pad and drug him close and brings him down.
No, I can see that artwork anywhere. That's a chip champion artwork job out there in the middle of the field.
That's it.
Oh.
Chip has expressed that, one day when he retires from Westfield,
bit ginger.
he's going to go work up in Athens and draw that big G on the middle of the field and ride around on his little tractor. So a 5-yard loss on the sack by Cal Langston.
Westfield's had more negative plays on defense in this game than they probably have combined all year.
Yeah, they're playing really well defensively at this
Inspired.
Well, I think what they're realizing is don't play on your heels, play on your toes going forward. They're putting the pressure on the offense.
I mean, if you're going to mess up, you might as well do it full speed.
Exactly. Here they go again. Pressure. Veal trying to find somewhere. They better keep that backside contained.
Good night.
That might be a blindside block.
And that's intentional grounding. There was no one close to that.
But was he out of the pocket? No,
he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter. You can't throw it away in high school anyway.
Well, there you go, Brett. And there's a flag down, and it probably will be.
The receiver has to be in the area.
Now look at Anthony. He went and stood right pretty much where the flag was. No, I was right here, man. They're talking about it.
He was about 10 yards downfield, and it just started to come back when that ball hit the ground.
Yeah, I think this is going to be third down in about 20.
Waved it off.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on.
Why are they going to wave it off? This is where in high school football you need a microphone for the head official because I want to know what they're thinking.
I guess they're going to say that Denver Anthony was in the area,
way.
But I disagree.
In the area code,
he was 10 yards downfield
three zip codes. Three zip codes over, he was in the area.
He wasn't in the 478. He was like in the 912.
Yeah.
Well, Westfield's got to be careful. I saw the side judge here, the line judge, waving away the Westfield coaching staff. Here comes some pressure. Going to throw it, and it's going to be caught one-handed by Jernigan. Jernigan going to have to break a tackle. He got a first down, cuts back, and Jernigan down the middle of the field, cuts back again, and stiff arms and still on his feet.
Goodness.
And he's going to score. They ripped his helmet off. Oh, my gosh, his helmet.
There's a flag at the 15.
Look at his helmet, though. It rolled across the track.
Wow.
I have never seen a helmet roll 25 yards out of bounds.
That was the most interesting screenplay I've ever seen. Because that's all it was. The offensive line just completely abandoned the D and went out and got black for the running back, and it worked really well. And then no one could tackle Jernigan.
The previous play, I think, should have been a blindside block, too.
And now we got
Cal Langston.
We got some fan or some parent over there pointing the players on the field and being asked to go back to his seat up in the stands.
Well, GISA fans are allowed to come out of nowhere and.
Well, we know.
I didn't see any penalty on that play, but
the enforcement just left from up here behind us to probably have to go handle that.
I don't know.
Chip champion. Brett, who's the gentleman standing right behind me?
Oh, I know. She's asking me what happened.
Oh. I don't know what the penalty is. What are we calling the penalty?
Yeah, we still got the refs conversing. You can see on your screen. Give a shout out to Peyton Josie, our impeccable cameraman.
Oh, okay.
For getting that angle.
So there's a security issue, I think, due to that gentleman kind of being a little aggressive. That was pretty interesting, though. Like you said, Brant, first of all, be honest with you, when he released that pass, I was like, that's incomplete.
Yeah.
But it was a good catch by Jernigan.
Jernigan going up and grabbing it.
And then he makes the one-headed catch. He makes about 4 guys miss, cutting back. I don't know what the flag was.
Launched a nasty stiff arm.
The flag was at the 15.
They're calling all the officials over there.
And they're finding that gentleman, and I think he is going to be on his way back to St. Simons, Georgia. Uh-oh, he's getting a little aggressive. He's coming down the walkway there. He might be about to
he's flicking somebody off.
Is he really?
It looked like he did.
Yeah, I think he is.
No. Peyton, you had it perfect. Everybody wants to see that, not the officials. Peyton had it right on the guy. Oh, he's not going to leave.
Yep.
Oh, we got Mr.
Well, this is interesting. We have a fan from Frederica. And here comes Mr. Carroll, and here comes the police.
Coming across the field. That's interesting.
Here comes the police. Whoop, whoop.
So we're going to have a face mask against Frederica.
Oh, that was the
and a foul face mask against Westfield.
So offsetting?
So they'll be offsetting.
No, they'll be both. They'll both be enforced from the spot of the foul, I think.
So they just stay where they're at the 15.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Huh.
So
you know how they do that little walk-off thing? That's probably what we're about to see.
So I don't know who that gentleman was, but I guess he got upset. I don't know if he's the father of one of the children, I would assume.
If he doesn't get up by the time that cop gets over there, he may be taking a trip to the pokey tonight.
Well, why don't he just go across the highway there, go catch some corn dogs and some fried Oreos at the fair, and we can start the clock. So, here comes another one.
My goodness, they are getting out the police for this. As Bruce Lane is trying to just coach a football game, we're much more interested in what's going on in the stands.
Peyton, zoom on stands and cops.
Brett, I don't know if that's a good idea.
No, that's a great idea. That's why we own our own company.
Well, they're getting back to football. No, they're getting back to football now.
They're playing football games at this point, so it might be.
Don't tell them to do it now.
Well, you already sent the text.
So, yeah, tell them, never mind. All right, so we're back, and it's first down and 10 at the 15-yard line. They're going to hand it off, left side, and Jernigan driving down to about the 11-yard line.
He is a strong runner, Deke Jernigan. Very impressive to this point. It says on the depth chart he also plays linebacker, but we haven't seen enough of Frederica's defense yet to really know how good he is.
So that was a 4-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 6. Anthony will go into the end zone for a touchdown for Frederica. So the Knights score again. An 11-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, that's that little counter play right there out of the gun. Auburn loves to run that where they pull the guard, or they pull the lineman over. It looks like it's going to go to the left. It comes back to the right behind those pulling linemen. I think it's both guards, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Bryce Riley.
I tell you what, somebody from Frederica is getting eaten up by Braden McDaniel in the middle.
So with 44 seconds to go in this first quarter, it got pretty interesting there for just a little bit. Oddly enough, had nothing to do with what was going on the field. It actually had to do with what was going on in the stands. And Westfield trails here 16-7. We'll stay here for the last 44 seconds so Brett can not get all upset and antsy.
I'm not getting antsy. I'm just trying to get everything in position with the quick turn on these on these kickoffs. They do not like to give much time, which is fine with me, but.
So Westfield will get the ball back again. They've run one play in this first quarter.
Man,
and it was a touchdown.
You couldn't even get one meal out of that dog.
That's assuming they do kick it deep and Westfield's able to recover it. Probably going to kick another squib kick.
So Riley will kick it away here on the Swanson Restaurant kickoff. It's another squib towards the far side. The catch is made at the 37.
And they hit him. He caught a fair catch, and they hit him after the play.
That was Bearden.
Technically, that's a penalty, but they didn't throw the flag.
Yep. Well, yeah,
you're rarely going to get that type of penalty called.
Why?
Because it's not malicious. He's not on his feet. He obviously didn't intentionally hit him.
So yeah, but it'll be first down and 10 here at the 37.
If he was on his feet and they hit him.
If he loses the ball, right? Follow me here.
The play was already dead.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying if he loses the ball and they touch it before it hits the ground and he called for a fair catch, that's going to be Westfield's football because you have to allow the receiving team on a fair catch to have a chance through the ground.
They just jumped off sides.
They got him. The hard count got him.
So offsides on Frederica.
So Westfield's run one play, gotten 67 yards on that run play, and a hard count just gave him a free 5.
They are killing it right now offensively, but unfortunately the defense, who really has played well except for on 3rd and longs and 4th downs.
Yep. You know, this is I don't really think that level of success is sustainable for the offense, but it'll be fun if it is.
Well, they need to establish ball control right here.
Yeah, going with a 2 tight end set.
And they'll give it off to Fitzpatrick.
Ooh, fumble.
Yep, he never had it.
I think Westfield may have got it. No, they didn't. Yeah, they did. No, they didn't.
Nope, going to signal it Frederica's ball.
Yep, that was picked up by Dalton Tyndall. That's his second fumble recovery.
Yep.
And the second turnover for Westfield, and right back
that stinks.
Comes the defense.
That is less than ideal.
I don't think he ever had it.
No.
So Westfield turns it over right at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 with 38 seconds to go for Frederica. They lead 16-7 here in the first quarter. Veal fakes the handoff, looking to pass. He's going to throw, looking for Anthony, too far.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass.
Yeah, Kenneth could have come up. He came off his receiver and could have picked it if it was about 2 yards longer.
Yeah, and if he hadn't picked it and he was able to get his hands on it, Chris Kenneth could have cut him in half.
Yeah, that's true
a very, very dangerous play for that receiver because he's looking back the other way and running against his body.
Yeah, trying to make a Willie Mays-style catch over his head. You're right.
It's a good way to get hurt.
So the incomplete pass, injured, 2nd and 10.
They never huddle, but they work very slow.
Yeah. Well, the coach has to yell in the entire play call from the sideline. We can hear him up here. I don't know if it's visible on the actual broadcast, but
now they give it off to Anthony. Anthony tries the left side. Ooh, that was a weird way to.
Yeah,
hopefully he's okay. He kind of looked like he got into a position where he sat down. He's up and walking fine.
JB Beard and they're going to get a holding call on Frederica.
Oh,
I never saw the flag.
I didn't either. Oh, it's right there on midfield, right on the
I see
the left tip of the W.
Well, I completely went to the second quarter thinking it was going to be.
Still 22 seconds, just about.
So that hold will negate the 2-yard gain. And push the ball back to the Frederica 42. So it'll be 2nd down and 24. The clock moving at 20 seconds. Man, it's good to have officials who know how to run a clock. Veal looking to pass, got pressure. Going to dance around, spinning out.
It's kind of Johnny Manziel-esque watching him reverse field.
But he throws complete, and that's Johnny Manziel-esque as he gets the ball into Westfield territory down to the 40-yard line as he found Josh Meadows for the last play of the first quarter. As that gain was of 18 yards, and when we come back, it'll be 3rd down and 6. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Frederica 16, Westfield 7. Very exciting here at the Hornets Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. Down and 6 as we head to the second quarter. The Spillers Orthodontics second quarter. I want to thank Dr. Spillers and his staff for their sponsorship of the second quarter all season long here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. We'll go run through some of our longtime sponsors, the Golden Eagle, all that, or Golden Hornet, all those different ones.
Golden Eagles.
I was thinking of Georgia Southern.
Our Gold Hornet sponsors: Colwell Banker, Robbins and Free Realty, Parish Construction Group, Advanced Home Specialty, and we'll have to come back.
Come back to those in just a moment as it's 3rd down and 6. Veal is going to give it off to Anthony, and he breaks the 1 tackle, and he's going to be brought down short. Good job. Who is that? Coleman Williams again, one-on-one in the hole, makes the tackle.
Coleman Williams, he's built like a freshman, but he doesn't play like one.
Hey, brings him down at the 36. That's a gain of 4 to be 4th down and 2.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. They've lived on 4th down. Westfield's got to get off the field.
This will be their 3rd 4th down conversion attempt, I believe.
Westfield needs a turnover.
You've said that just about every play.
And they give it off to Anthony, and he's going to have the 1st down as he gets inside the 33 down to the 32. They needed 2, and he got 4.
What is it about 4th down Westfield cannot handle?
Oh, but there is a flag.
We do have a flag. I don't see where.
Was it a hold?
Feels like a hold, but
it's in that area.
It was such a quick hitter.
And Westfield was in there trying to, it looks like they're walking backwards. Personal foul, face mask on Westfield. So that'll be added to the end of the run, so that compounds the issue. And that'll add 15 yards to the end and give them the ball at the
I think he just
18?
walked off 17 and a half.
No, he should have had it to 17, but he gave it to him at 18, believe it or not. So it's first down and 10 at the 18-yard line here in this second quarter with 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Westfield down by 9, but Frederica on the move here at the Westfield 18. Veal looking to pass. Got all day going to the back of the end zone, too far. He was looking for Josh Meadows. Incomplete. We'll bring up second and 10. And Brett, why don't we run through the rest of those sponsors while you got a second real quick?
All right, just a second.
Sorry, I didn't mean to catch you cold.
Also like to thank Com South, powered by Hargray, Loden Dental Associates, Spence Company, Competitive Edge Genetics, Cali Venus, Advanced Project Consulting, and Nelson and Smith Attorneys at Law.
Those are the Gold Hornet sponsors. We'll go through the rest of those a little bit later in the game. And Veal looking to pass. Going to go Denver Anthony going to the corner of the end zone. Good defense as
Great
Westfield.
defense.
Great coverage on that fade route.
Yep, Sam Johnson just kept close proximity to Denver Anthony, and Anthony could not come back through him to get the football. Kind of surprised at those two play calls, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, me too. Here's what I've noticed. Deke Jernigan has dominated this game every time he's touched the football. I'm surprised Frederica's not going to him more.
So 3rd and 10. Going to roll Veal out to the far side, and a flag comes in the middle of the
Going to have a holding
line.
on Frederica.
And he breaks a tackle, and now he spins around, brought down at about the.
I might decline this.
Yep,
Yeah,
it'll
I
be
would
4th
too.
down and 8. Although, with how successful they've been, and you know they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Are they?
I would.
You would probably think so. Because you would assume their kicker cannot kick it from there.
So you make it a 3rd down and 20, but if they're still going to go for it, would you rather have to stop one play or 2 plays?
Well, looks like they're taking it.
Okay.
Yep, they're going to back him up.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I don't disagree with what you're saying.
I'm just saying your chance is probably better to stop them once than twice. But, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of a toss-up the way your team has been playing on 4th down so far.
So 3rd down and 19 here at the 27-yard line.
How's that work?
I think the holding happened. Yeah, I don't know.
But they didn't gain I don't get it.
I guess they held just beyond the line of scrimmage. He gained 2 yards.
Listen.
Yeah, he gained 2 yards, but he held before he gained the 2 yards.
I don't know.
Okay.
Veal looking to pass. He's going to throw, and it's going to be, good effort. Incomplete. Hancock, great defense. He knew he couldn't get there, and he knew he had the sideline, so he just shoved him as he went up, made contact with the ball. It's 4th and 19.
Yep, good, smart defense. That's a hard thing to realize as a defensive back. Probably the hardest thing is where are you on the field. So if you have that sideline, just use it.
So
100% rule.
I guess the gamble worked out for him, Brett, in some gain. You could have had 4th and 8. Now you got 4th and 19.
Yep,
But
as long
Westfield-
as you only split the difference and give up just a little bit. I'd be standing everybody at about probably no closer than the 20-yard line in the defensive backfield.
They're taking a long time.
Yeah, they're
here.
under
5 seconds.
Yep.
I'd be watching the screen again if I was Westfield. Not going to have it.
And he's going to run. And Westfield better. What are they doing?
They're playing man coverage.
And
He
he's
didn't
short.
get there.
Nope.
He's just short.
Yep.
So 4th and 19, and he got 18.
Playing man coverage, they weren't able to look back and watch the quarterback.
So that is an 18-yard gain. And Westfield turns him over on downs. I was watching
Good stand by the Westfield defense.
Clay Walton there, and after the quarterback was 10 yards past the line of scrimmage, he's still backing up in coverage as he's coming towards him. Like, hey, man, he can't throw it when he's 10 yards past. You got to come up and hit him.
And whack Andy.
He could. It just wouldn't matter. So it's 1st down and 10 for Westfield. They force the turnover on downs. They have it at the 9-yard line.
Westfield coming out.
Did he jump? Nope, did not jump. And they'll give it off to Smallwood. And nothing doing. No gain on the play.
I don't understand why Westfield's going stick to this every man they can fit on the line of scrimmage possible offense.
Because they dominated last week on offense with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a vanilla.
They ran the kick play and kicked that defensive end out and pounded them.
It worked like a charm last week.
Yep. So if so facto, you don't know what you talking about.
Hey,
no, I'm
you're
just
right.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I
man.
wasn't here
I'm
last
kidding,
week, but I do know
but
that.
See, they got a 5 defensive line here. Oh, that has got to be offsides. Oh, good pass, complete out here to Bearden.
Yeah, I think that was offsides as well.
My goodness, he was in the backfield before the snap. But a good pass completion, gain of 9 yards out to J.B. Bearden, and it's going to be 3rd down and a yard.
High quarterback sneak it here.
Would you?
Just my opinion.
No, I don't disagree. You need a yard. How much do you trust that interior of your offensive line?
Well, either that or just give it to big number.
Yeah, you got number 7.
You know what?
I don't even think he's on the field right now.
Can't even do that.
There's your quarterback sneak. And I think he got it.
He's right there. They're trying to bend him back, but I think he's got the first down. They're going to mark it at the 19. And it should be, and it is, a Planters first down and 10. That's the first down of the game for Westfield because they scored on 67 yards, right?
Hey, listen, touchdowns do count as first downs.
Do they really?
Yeah, I learned that the other day.
I had no idea. That's very interesting.
What, when you were watching Auburn lose?
Yeah, actually.
That was very
when
disappointing.
It happened, when Auburn scored that touchdown after the fake punt, that was their first down of the game.
So it's first down and 10 here at the 19.
Which, by the way, thanks, Dan Mullen.
Up the middle, the handoff goes to, is that Walton? Or is that?
I thought it was Smallwood.
Or is that Shelton? That was a smaller back. Oh, it was Clay Walton. They put him in at fullback, and he gets a carry. And
he's been playing, right tackle all year?
Right guard, or I believe, something like that.
He's been on the offensive line. We know that at least.
So maybe half a yard, if anything, and it's going to be second down and 10.
All right, they did move it up.
What's that?
No, they had it marked right at the stick, but then they moved it up a little bit to the 20.
Fitzpatrick, the deep back, and got him again on the hard count. So offsides will give Westfield 5 yards.
I will never understand when a defensive tackle jumps offsides.
I mean, you're looking at the football.
Ends I can understand, but when you're a nose guard or a one technique, you are right at the football.
Right.
You throwing out stuff like one technique, like you know what that is.
I played defensive tackle.
Just mess with
Brett.
But it is true, Brant. I agree.
Right.
I mean, when you're literally right over the football and you're –
hold on. You've been on me a lot today.
Oh, I just like to mess
I don't
with
understand.
you. Because you missed last week, and now we wanted to mess with you.
That's fair.
I formation.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Almost got him again.
Yeah, tried
flinched.
to do it. Got a flinch.
And Fitzpatrick nowhere to go, and he's going to get a no gain here. It's going to be third down and 5.
And that's the problem when you stack up everybody on the line is you have all those white jerseys in there with all your green.
Well, they got a little bit more size, I think, than Trinity Christian of Dublin from last week.
Mm-hmm.
And Westfield could just match them up one-on-one last week. And like Brett said, they pushed the defensive end out, opened up that alley, and then Michael could run over the linebackers. But right now they got 5 defensive linemen, and they got 3 linebackers. So it really makes it tough to run on this style of defense.
Those 3 linebackers, one of them looks like just a big corner, kind of like a nickel that's playing in the box.
Like a rover.
Yeah.
So there's a timeout called by Westfield with 6 minutes and 29 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. Hornets trail by 9 on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. Welcome back here. It's third down and 5 for Westfield at the 25-yard line. The Hornets trail by 9. 16-7 is your score. I'll try to give you some stats here so far. As
Frederica, could you try to give us some stats?
Sure, no problem. Frederica has 228 yards of offense. Westfield with only 77. 129 passing yards for Frederica. Most of that was on that one play. 99 yards rushing. Westfield actually has 75 yards passing. I formation behind Beckham. Fake the handoff. Looking to pass. Going to throw through the hands of Kennis and picked off. And down goes the intercepting player, Jaden Hill. And a flag comes in late from the backside from the head referee.
Yeah, Jaden Hill, it's a good thing he fell down because he had a wall of blockers in front of him. He was trying to reverse his field, and his feet went out from underneath him.
Yeah, right off the hands
roughing
of
the
Kennis.
passer, maybe?
It came in
from the
really
backside.
late. Came in right as the play was ending, so who knows? We'll see.
So there is a penalty on the.
He got a block in the back, is what it looks like.
Yep,
Yeah,
block in the back. But there really wasn't a return, was there?
Guess there was enough of one. So the ball will stay with Frederica, but they'll back up 15 yards.
Yeah, you got to catch that pass right there. That's where you got to plant, find a position, and to me, that interception's on the receiver because he had his body moving towards the sideline instead of back towards the football. You got to move towards the open space.
It's unfortunate. I saw Kennis was running downfield and he had his man beat, but he fell down. So Beckham had to check down to the shorter receiver.
So that'll put it at midfield. Westfield with a third turnover of the first half.
Hard to win games doing that.
Man in the motion to the far side of the field. They're going to throw it out. Complete to Anthony. He's got blockers out in front, and he's got the far sideline, and he's got speed.
Outside
Denver
containment.
Anthony will go and dive to the end zone for
holding.
a flag all the way back at the 43.
Yep. You ran all that way for not a whole lot.
And they're going to mark it at the 46. They
There's a Westfield player slow to get up over there in the goal line.
Yeah, that's Kennis, I believe. Josh Meadows was in motion to the far side, and he was setting the lead block, and apparently he blocked in the back.
Here's my thing about this, though. You penalize them from where they had that, but if he doesn't hold there, theoretically you could make the tackle at the line of scrimmage, so why do you give them 6 yards forward on the application of penalty?
Because it went to the end zone?
Because football's been played this way for the last 150 years, Brett.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
I
Yes,
do.
I understand
but
what
it goes
you're
back
saying,
to what you said
but
earlier about, like.
He also might not have made the tackle anyway. And it may
He could not have. That's true. Hey, look, they're starting the clock after an offensive penalty that didn't result in an incomplete pass. Kenny?
Yeah, I know. It's fantastic.
Isn't that amazing?
And they're going to look to pass again. Far sideline. And,
Why is the safety caught flat-footed?
He was looking in the backfield. That was Kennis, and it goes through the hands of the intended receiver.
Kennis had a pick.
Yeah, turn and run, and he picks that off easily.
Couldn't find the ball, didn't see where the wide receiver was. If he had better spatial awareness, he has 2 picks tonight. It's just unfortunate. He's got to work on that.
I mean, run with the receiver, and it's an interception.
We hate to pick on one kid. I feel like we've called his name a lot tonight, and credit to him, he scored Westfield's lone touchdown. It was a very good play by him.
Hancock.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. Good job by
There you go,
Braden
Westfield.
McDaniel, right?
That's a form tackle.
Yes, good
That's
job.
a form tackle there.
So Westfield, what a difference that block in the back penalty is for Westfield, as that could have been a touchdown. Now they got him back to third down and
20. Allison's picking her nails back here.
She gets so offended.
She's funny.
What Westfield fans trying
She's
to
got a
make
good
some
jump
noise.
shot, though.
That's it.
She was deadly from that mid-range baseline.
Good jump shot.
So now they'll throw it out wide. That's backwards. That's a live ball, and it popped up.
Still rolling around.
And Westfield's got it. No, but still live.
Still alive.
Oh, my
They came up with it.
Frederica gets it.
How in the world?
My goodness.
Oh, that was in the hands of Chris
Oh.
Guinness. It came out. Oh, a little fighting going on there. But that's going to be a loss of another 7 yards back to the 33. They're going to have to punt.
They're going to go for it, though.
No.
They're bringing out an entirely different platoon, and Smallwood's going back to receive.
Kenny, I was joking.
Oh, I know. That was funny, though. I mean, how...
I would love to see what play they call on 4th and, what is that, 28?
27, yeah,
27,
yeah.
yeah. Like 4th down and 27.
4th down and a whole lot.
So they're going to have to bring out the punt team. It's going to be Asa Fritchman on the kick for Frederica, and back deep is Hunter
They
Smallwood.
better hurry up.
Yeah, down to 1, and they get it off just in time, and it's a pretty good kick. Wobbly, fair catch called.
Wow, that was dangerous.
Held on to
Good
it
hands by
with a thigh pad
Smallwood.
at the 33. So that punt from Asa Fritchman goes 34 yards, no return. And Westfield will start this drive. First down and 10 right there at the 33 with 4 minutes, 7 seconds to go before halftime. See if they can get a touchdown here going in before half. They get the ball to start the second half, so
That'd be
see
incredible.
some momentum.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would do big things for the Big Mo, as Lee Corso liked to used to say.
Big Mo, M-O. Do you know Mo?
So Beckham with Smallwood and Fitzpatrick to his left and to his right. And they're going to give it off to Smallwood, and a flag immediately comes in. So
Or a chop block.
Play. So it doesn't matter. That's going to come back.
Could be a chop block.
Yeah, unless it's on the defense, which I don't think it is.
That came in super fast.
Yeah, that was a little quick for it to be holding, but like you said, he might have gone high-low on somebody.
Yep, that's what he's saying, I think.
So
see what motion he makes. They're still discussing it.
Yeah, but it looks like the line judge over here is in position to walk this back. We'll
see.
see.
A 16-yard gain from Smallwood, or 17. But again, the penalty might negate this. There's a long talk there that normally goes into the favor of the offensive team. Nope, you're right.
Illegal chop block.
Chop block on Westfield.
I think the referee who called it had to tell the white hat what he called. And I don't know if he did a good job of selling it to the white hat.
Well, ultimately,
he persuaded him of the call.
I think he was saying he was engaged.
Westfield's looking for an explanation. It looks like the offensive line saying, "What are you talking about? We didn't. That's not what we had called.
Well, that was so.
Which no one ever calls it because it's illegal.
That was so quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a very easy penalty to commit quickly.
Not really, because you got to be engaged up top to have that.
Well, yeah, but you could have someone fire off up top and go low, and that's immediate.
I don't know.
So they put that all the way back at what, the 17?
Yeah, that's wow. I thought that was a 10-yard penalty. I thought it was equivalent
15
to holding.
yard.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
First down and 26.
Player safety.
Because
we got 5 men in the backfield, and they didn't call it.
A handoff, Smallwood. They get the edge. Smallwood breaking a tackle. Hunter Smallwood down the near sideline, pushed out of bounds, out across the 40. They'll mark him right there.
That is a great job of bouncing it outside where there wasn't anybody.
That was being mean right there,
beautiful.
pushing him.
Yeah. 23-yard gain on first down and 26.
So now you're in a second and very manageable.
Yeah, second
now
and
it's like
3.
the penalty never happened.
Yeah.
Keep giving it to Smallwood. He seems to have the hot hand right now.
Yeah, once they get that edge, it's kind of what they were doing last week, except they're cutting inside that defensive end right now.
Well, they're sucking everybody inside right now.
They're spreading out this defense.
I got a chip block there, but couldn't get enough of them as Mikey came through, and that's a short 1-yard gain. It'll be third down and 2.
This is my favorite type of offense to run, where you run it downhill, but you have your wide receivers on the outside, so you're blocking by formation as opposed to blocking with personnel.
Well, that's why I was thinking you could spread this thing out and get in a gun and go Wildcat, snap it directly to.
Yeah, I wonder what the Wildcat package is for Westfield if they have one. Haven't seen it so far.
That way you really gain a numbers advantage.
Like a little QB sneak.
That was immediate.
There you go. I like the quick snap
it's
count.
Real close.
If it's this official, that is a horrible spot. Now he's going to move up. Okay. Sheesh. I think he fell asleep for a second.
Dude, he didn't fall asleep. He'd have to be narcoleptic to fall asleep.
First down. That's a Planters First Bank, 1st and 10.
Oh, man, I'm being that guy today during the broadcast. I'm sorry.
No, I've gotten so used to it, I didn't even pay attention.
Listen, we have a really good game so far. I want to actually pay attention to this.
There you go, man. So 1st and 10 for Westfield. I formation. Walton the fullback.
Hunter Smallwood gets a bit of a break.
Play action.
I think so. Oh, no.
They didn't call it. They should have.
Look at the stutter step by Michael Fitzpatrick. Michael
man.
stays inside the 45.
Showing some athleticism. Look
Telling
at
you,
this.
Braden McDaniel moved, and Westfield is lucky. But we'll take it.
The run goes down to the 43-yard line for Michael Fitzpatrick. That's a gain of 13 yards. It's another Planters First Bank 1st and 10 for the Westfield Hornets.
And Brant, you're seeing exactly what Westfield did to Trinity last week.
I love this type of offense right now.
If you go inside, they pop it outside. If you come outside, they're going to kick it right up underneath that defensive end.
Yep, and using the formation.
Fumble snap.
Fumble.
As soon as he got it, he was already on his knees.
Yep.
So
good job by Beck Beckham of staying on top of that one.
He kind of just tried to get out of under center too quickly, and as a result, lost the football.
That's a bad spot because he picked it up right where.
It cracks me up. He didn't know where to go because the line judge moves. He's like, I'll put it here.
No, I mean, he picked it up right where he snapped it from. That's a bad spot.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it was because he didn't have a clue. The line judge had moved, so he's like, I'll just put it over that way. So 2nd and 12. Michael.
I don't understand that.
That was just.
I don't understand that. You were having success when you were going 3 wide and block and using those wide receivers to clear out the middle of the field a little bit, and then you bring in the tight ends and you're.
I think Westfield just called a timeout.
Yep.
So the Hornets going to burn their 2nd timeout. They'll do that with 2 minutes exactly on the clock here. They'll have a 3rd down and 12 at the Frederica 45. When we come back, you're watching Hornet football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. Here at the Frederica 45-yard line. 2 minutes to go before halftime. Stay tuned for the ABE Group halftime show. Westfield has played very well here in this first half. They trail by 9, but that's just because the offense has turned it over 3 times. Actually, one was a special teams turnover, so not really all on them.
A muffed kick return.
Starting to get in this hang of the hang on this play clock here.
Good.
Yeah.
There you go, man. Do
Proud
it
of
up.
you, brother.
So I formation, fake the handoff, rolling out, got pressure. Beckham's going to have to throw across his body, and it's going to be caught.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy cow, what a catch.
What a throw.
Across the body, in coverage, and Kinnis pulls it down. Good throw, good catch. That's a Planters First Bank 1st and 10.
What a throw.
Yeah, you're taught as a wide receiver when the ball's thrown high like that, attack it with your hands, and it's something you can't really coach. You just have to know how to do it.
I just thought he was going to go to the underneath route, and it went right past the underneath, right into Kinnis's hands. What a good job right there.
So a Planters First Bank 1st and 10. Clock is running. Westfield with a 1st down here at the Frederica 30. They're going to give it off to Fitzpatrick, right side, and he still picks up 4 yards down to the 26.
Yeah, but the fullback's got to go outside. If he picks up the defensive end, that's a touchdown if he's able to get the I'm telling you.
Yeah, the defensive end came.
The defensive end crashed down. There was nobody out there.
So the 4-yard pickup makes it 2nd and 6.
I mean, I know when you're a fullback and you see no one immediately cross your face, you're taught to get upfield and find somebody to block, but still.
Turn your head inside and look for the first guy in the different color jersey.
Going to roll Beckham out, looking to pass. He's going to throw, and it's going to be caught by Hancock.
Where is this?
Nope, he dropped it.
What?
Couldn't tell. He did. Incomplete. No,
that's terrible NFL rules.
No, he never had it.
He had it.
It was
the
in the
whole
bushes.
He had it the whole way.
So incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 49 seconds.
Incomplete pass.
It's 3rd down and 6, probably 4-down territory here, you would imagine, at the 26-yard line.
Who's that guy who does the paintings on Netflix?
Bob Ross?
Yeah. Listening to Kenny call football is like watching Bob Ross paint. It's just so relaxing and beautiful.
Bob Ross used to do it on like PBS, I think.
I know, and it paints the beautiful picture.
Oh, I know. Okay, they reset the play clock because it was down to 8. So back to 25 now. I formation. Going to roll him out. Same play again. Got pressure, though.
Going
to dump it, and thank the Lord it was not intercepted there as it went off the hands of the defensive player, Josh Meadows.
I got an idea. Roll out
Throw
then
back.
leak somebody back out the backside and try to throw to the end zone.
Arky? The
Well,
old Arky play?
You could do that, but what I'm saying is
That's what it was called in my dad's offense.
I don't think you need to wheel it on the near side. Are they going to punt?
No, I think they're going to go kick a field goal attempt here.
Oh, my. That's a long
It'll be a 43-yard attempt here.
And they're down to 12 seconds.
They're going to call a timeout.
They got to.
Unless the official, they're going to have to call a timeout. That's just too much time. Yep, timeout. Or what's he? Yep, Westfield takes a timeout.
Stay here.
We'll stay here with 41 seconds.
Well, I just know how they are. They're going to be
Come
like
back super quick.
Yeah.
Why don't we run through those other sponsors while we have a second, Brett?
Sure. Whatever you say.
Mi padre.
Ooh, that was a nice little. I haven't seen that graphic yet.
Yeah, I know you weren't here last week.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for the Westfield Booster Club.
You can read all of them there.
We'd also like to thank our Green Hornet sponsors.
All this enables us to do these broadcasts. If you're ever interested in sponsoring with us, please send us an email,
And these are our Hornet sponsors. And you don't just have to stop at the Booster Club sponsorship. You can also directly sponsor with the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
That's it. Get your different game activity. We're always looking for a pregame show sponsor and all those fun times. So 43-yard attempt, high snap, kick on its way.
My goodness.
Holy cow, and it's good.
He split the uprights with that.
Michael Fitzpatrick booms one for a 43-yard field goal, and Westfield cuts the lead to 6. It's 16-10. Wow.
The clock never moved on that play.
That is true. Man, that was, off the foot. I think everybody in the whole crowd was like,
Man, that flew the way it's
Well,
supposed to fly, too.
It looked like Frederica got some penetration on that, but he was able to get it up high so quickly. And no shot at blocking it.
That was a thing of beauty. The clock stayed at 41, so there'll be 41 seconds to go before half. Frederica does have 2 timeouts left, and Brett, I don't know.
Hamstring cramp.
Oh, fat man problem. Got a cramp by sitting down.
I'm trying. No, it's not. It's
All right, I'm
not
back.
a part of the entertainment.
I was going to say it was as pretty, Kenny, as when you cut grass.
It is. Thank you.
When you make those stripes in your field.
I know. I try. So here comes the Swanson Restaurant
Kenny,
kickoff.
How long does it take you to cut that?
4 hours, my
4
friend.
4 hours? Nice.
I'll probably be doing that tomorrow. So here comes Michael Fitzpatrick on to kick it away. The Swanson Restaurant kickoff.
He makes hay.
He does. And look at that line drive. It'll be picked up at the 7-yard line by Anthony. Anthony
Mega
gets to the middle of the field, now cutting to the far side. Back
There
over
you
the
go.
middle.
Good
Ooh, they
job.
almost ripped it out of his hands as he gets across the 20 to the 22, 15 yards on the return by Denver Anthony.
I'm telling you, Westfield community, if you haven't seen this Hornet football team play lately, they look like a different squad.
Yeah,
in my
something
opinion.
clicked on
absolutely.
for them in that Trinity game. Look at Coach Lane. He's going out there to retrieve the tee. Who needs a tee guy when you got Coach Lane?
Yep. I think they need to use Haley's little puppy dog and be the puppy dog that goes out like at New Mexico State that goes and gets the tee. Oh, that was nice.
I tried to hook, covered up. My fault. Oh, fumble. And they
Ball's
fall
on the
back
ground.
on it.
I think if I'm Frederica, I'd just say, let's go to the house.
Ball.
Like, not the house, but
The half.
Yeah.
the half. Let's just
Yeah.
roll on into halftime.
When you have that happen, you definitely are like, yeah, okay. That's kind of a sign. 17 seconds, they're going to throw. And, right to Clay Walton. And Westfield will have it. Clock still running. And it stops.
They have 10 seconds.
Should have 12.
Holy
my
cow.
goodness.
What in the world were they
Clay-
even thinking?
Well, that
He threw it right to him.
That screenplay has been super successful all day, but Clay Walton was ready for it that time and threw it right into his hands.
Clay Walton, he was like, really? You just threw it right to me.
Hey,
Reset.
great play.
Or not reset. Yeah, they did reset, actually.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. Oh, no, they didn't.
The play.
No, one shot to the end zone here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then field goal.
You have one shot.
I think it's over here to Kennis.
So Hancock started early. They didn't see it. They're going to throw it to Robert Kennis and incomplete.
They're going to get a pass interference.
What's the clock still running for?
There should be 5 seconds left. There should be 5 seconds left. Should be 5 seconds left. 5 seconds.
Brett, shut up.
I'm trying to tell.
Yeah, he knows. They're talking to her right here.
No, I'm not getting on to her. She only stops it when they tell her to.
Oh.
They should need to go and tell the officials on the field that there should be 5 seconds left.
There was a definite pass interference call, so that'll be.
Was it really? I didn't even see that.
They threw the flag inside the end zone. That should, isn't that place down? 5.
Yeah, there was a pass interference penalty on that as well.
Yep. See, Kenny, don't be questioning me.
Well, they knew
Brett
it.
may have just directly impacted the game.
No, I heard them over here. They were saying, they actually said.
Yeah, no, but did they get it from Brett?
No, they didn't.
Probably not.
They got it from me, dude.
I was about to say, it'd be really funny if it was.
I mean, this weight I carry around is not just real; it's metaphorical.
Well, they're going to have to do this play
this is
really quick.
Oh, you got enough time. I throw a quick slant.
Brett, you need to buy cat food.
Me? Oh, thank you.
No problem. Just saw the text. 5 seconds to go before half. Big risk here. Going to have to do a quick little slant. Oh, gosh. No, throw it away. Timeout. They have no timeouts.
They do.
No, they don't. They had 0.
Did they not? I thought they had one.
That was worst case scenario.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And that will be the last play of the half. You cannot do that.
Nope, you got to throw it out of the back of the end zone.
Or throw it into the ground.
Something. Man, that stinks.
So that'll do it. Last play of the first half, and Westfield will go to the break trailing 16-10. We'll take a few commercials, come back, and give you some stats from the ABE Group halftime show here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes. Our team is focused on providing quality health care that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare. Advanced medical care closer to home.
Tate was going regularly to his dentist. Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spiller's Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spiller's Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
Tate was going right.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
I'm involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again in my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like. It was great. The coaches are great.
Even though I was not here when I started school, I came in and it was like everyone acted like I had been here the whole time. It's an environment where everyone just accepts you and wants to get to know you like they would have known you, like all of their friends that have been here since the beginning of grade school.
I just like the atmosphere that you have here. Everybody, they truly care about you.
Everyone in my grade, we're so close together. I think of them as my brothers and sisters almost because they know me so well and I know them so well.
I think the most important thing that happened to me.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Tri High Y, and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships.
Confidence. Challenging.
Success. Rewarding.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
A successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare. Advanced.
Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spiller's Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some like problems that they'll give you like some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Why I spend my time in Westfield is that
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between like a variety of clubs. There's like culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I am involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club and Tri High Y and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships.
Confidence.
Challenging.
Success. Rewarding.
Together. Athletic.
Friendships.
Confidence.
Challenging.
Success. Rewarding.
Welcome, everybody, into this halftime show. This halftime show brought to you by the ABE Group. I am Brant Daughtry, alongside me, Brett Taylor, and we're going to bring you some stats. Starting off, looking at total offense, Frederica Academy seems to have dominated to the tune of 221 total yards to Westfield's 134. Here's the kicker. Frederica's run twice as many plays as Westfield has, 40 plays to Westfield's 20. The average yards per play for Westfield is actually greater than that of Frederica, 6.7 yards to Frederica's 5.5. Passing, Frederica has 129 yards. Westfield has 90. That's a lot of passing yardage for the Westfield school offense.
It's kind of outside of character.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the offense.
And rushing, Frederica has 92 yards. Westfield
You're
has
good. Keep
44.
going. I'm just messing with this so I can hear.
I hear you.
I don't hear you as well for some reason.
I can hear myself a lot better now, too.
Yeah. Sometimes the gain gets pushed down and got to adjust.
Here's the reason that this game is the score the way it is. Frederica only has one turnover. Westfield has turned the ball over 3 times. That is 2 lost fumbles and 1 interception. So that is the biggest kicker right now. Westfield has not punted yet, for whatever that's worth. First downs, Frederica has 10, Westfield has 7. And, of course, the stat that matters more than any other, Frederica leading Westfield 16-10.
Yeah, but Westfield's done a pretty good job. They weathered the storm. They did force some turnovers. And as you said, it's been just maybe a difference of 1 or 2 plays. And right there at the end of the half, it really could have been a tied ball game depending on what happened there. If you're able to, at minimum, Westfield should have got a field goal attempt off. And unfortunately, Mikey was not able to do that at the end of the half. But it's still within striking distance. It's 16-10, and Westfield has a chance here coming out. They'll get the football coming out of halftime. And I'd like to say congratulations to Caroline Hayes, the homecoming queen, just announced here at Westfield School during halftime. They're doing all that celebration right now. I'll try to clear our graphic so you can see. I think she's still down there is she in the black dress? Yeah, she's in the black dress, kind of walking right around the 43-yard line, getting a hug right there. So congratulations to her. And Brant, maybe give some keys to the second half for Westfield to see what they need to do. We can go back and look at what our keys to the game brought to you by Middle Georgia Orthopedics earlier in the pregame. And I'd say Westfield's done a pretty good job at all of those, except maybe dominate the run game, but they started to do that a little bit there towards the end of the second quarter.
Absolutely. You know, the number of rushing yards is kind of misleading. They're averaging 3.4 yards per rush, and you can win games averaging 3.5 yards every time you hand the ball off to a running back. That's not a bad stat at all. Play with emotion. The defense has definitely done that. They have played very well in that first half. Don't beat yourself. That goes back to the turnovers. They have to limit the turnovers, and they may have to create a couple to help win. Use play action to help the run. They've run some play action, ran a flea flicker on the first play of the game, and it led to a 67-yard touchdown.
Yeah, so I'd say check mark on 2 and 4. Kind of one of those kind of even on number 1.
The hyphens.
Yeah, and then number 3, I would say even again because both teams have kind of shot themselves in the foot at times.
Yeah. Absolutely. So Westfield has to come out and limit the mistakes, and if they do that, they have a legitimate chance at winning this game. The offense has been able to move the ball when they get into a rhythm, and hopefully they can continue doing that.
Absolutely. So we got about, really when you add in the warm-up time, we got about 8 minutes left here at halftime. So what we'll do, we'll take a quick break, and we will wrap up the ABE Group halftime show. We'd like to thank them for sponsoring us during this halftime show. Before we wrap up, we'll go ahead and give a quick shout-out to all of our sponsors yet again. We'd like to thank Caldwell Banker, Robinson Free Realty, Parish Construction Group, Advanced Home Specialty, ComSouth Power by Hargrave, Loden Dental Associates, Spence Company, Competitive Edge Genetics, Nelson and Smith Attorneys at Law, Cali Venus, and Advanced Project Consulting. Those are our gold sponsors, Gold Hornet sponsors. We'd also like to thank our Hornet sponsors. And the Westfield Booster Club would also like to thank their Green Hornet sponsors. And they'd also like to thank the corporate sponsors. And all of this helps make the broadcast here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network possible. Again, we'd like to thank everybody for sticking with us last week. We know we had some technical difficulties. I tried to get the game uploaded as soon as I could. Unfortunately, had some issues Friday night getting it uploaded, but I was able to get it done on Saturday morning, so got that handled. Some technical glitches when I got home. I think Peyton and the Spirit of Brant put something in my SD card reader and couldn't get everything going, so I had to find an alternate USB one to do it. But nonetheless, got it done.
I was really upset after Auburn fell to Florida, so I was from Gainesville, trying to put on some voodoo.
I hear you.
Just so you would have a bad as night as I did.
So what we'll do is we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with getting ready for the third quarter here as Westfield trails at homecoming 16-10. But they get the football coming out of half, and they hope to try to take the lead on that first drive of the half. You're watching Hornet football right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action. Whether it's on the gridiron, the diamond, or the hardwood, MGSN has you covered. For the past 7 years, we have been there for region championships, state championships, and everything in between. We look forward to another 7 years of coverage, as you can always count on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
medical care closer to home. On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Tate was going regularly to his dentist. Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spiller's Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
Westfield is a challenging environment.
It's a Christian school, it's a Christian environment.
And it provides students with great opportunities.
Definitely all the teachers, they prepare you for college, they help you with some problems that they'll give you some real life experiences that will help you with college.
Every teacher that I have in any of my classes is always telling us that they're here after school. They're always willing to answer any questions we might have.
Westfield is a harder school, but it challenges you and it gets you ready for college.
And I think Westfield gave me such a great Christian environment that I can actually have the freedom to express my faith.
Westfield provides a lot of great opportunities for students to learn and for students to grow and for students to learn more about themselves.
Involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. I play football, baseball, basketball, and I run track.
I love the contact sport. I love the ability to get my feelings and aggression out throughout the hard day or hard week out at practice.
I was a part of the Westfield wrestling team when I was a freshman, and that's also the year when I played soccer. So it was been fun, and I'm going to play soccer again my senior year, and hopefully I will probably be the captain of the soccer team.
I enjoy just spending time with my teammates and getting to just rep the green and gold like everyone else has in the past.
On Thursdays, we get to go out and with the football team, and we get our chaplain out there, and he does a great job. And I think on a Thursday that's great to do because it's a day before the game, and you get to think about God and just choices in life, and that's kind of what the game of football is like.
At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between a variety of clubs. There's culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I'm involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Tri High Y, and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees, and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield. At Westfield, we have different clubs that you can be in. You can choose between a variety of clubs. There's culinary arts, there's Key Club, there's Green Team, there's Tri High Y.
I'm currently involved in theatrical productions at Westfield. I am involved with the school's One Act and several plays like Prayer Club, and Tri-High White and Key Club, and I also dance.
For Christmas, we decorated Christmas trees and we decorated door decorations for the nursing homes here in Perry. And we have also, I've gone and cleaned up some of the parks around Perry. Community service is definitely valued at Westfield.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is excited to bring to you another year of live prep sports action, whether it's on the grid.
Welcome back here as we get set for the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Woodland Subdivision, as we will have the Swanson Restaurant kickoff here to start the third quarter. Kicking it away will be Bryce Riley, a little onside kick, and Westfield falls on it right there at the 48-yard line. As that was number 19, Jonathan Myers.
Great job by Myers to falling on that thing.
They've gone with the onside kind of pooch kick every single time.
That gives away great field position every time. I would think I would at least kick it a little bit further down.
Well, they may not have the leg to do it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you would think they could find somebody to kick it down 20 yards.
They need a soccer player.
Something.
So Westfield gets it 1st and 10 at their own 48. They trail 16-10. The high formation. And they'll pitch it back to Smallwood. Smallwood trying to get to the edge, but good job coming up making the tackle.
Yeah, he kind of gave up ground after he looked like he gained a yard or so and then tried to bounce it.
Yeah, he's actually going to lose 2 back to the 46. So, yeah, sometimes you just string it out too far and lose a couple yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 12. Beckham gets the play from Coach Lane and will relay it into his offensive mates. Here is the temperature down to 65 degrees. How nice is that?
Feels amazing.
Here on October the 11th.
That is it feels like football weather.
It's like a 30-degree drop from last Friday. And they'll give it off. Smallwood up the middle. They hang on around his legs and bring him down. Good tackle made by Dalton Tyndall. Pick up his 1. It'll be 3rd down and 11. And Westfield in danger of squandering a good opportunity of great field position here on their opening drive.
Run that same play, release that fullback, Michael Fitzpatrick, into the flat where that backer's coming, hit him, and let him run upfield for a touchdown because they're sending that backer. You got to throw something at them to fill that void. If they're going to blitz, you got to throw into that blitz.
The quarterbacker?
Replace the blitz with the ball.
There you go. Hancock goes in motion to the far side of the field. Man, he's quick off the snap. Here's that right defensive end. They're going to throw. What a catch. One-handed.
He caught it, but he's going to be short. But dadgummit, he caught that ball.
He's going to be short. It'll be about 4th down and 3. The referee's conversing, and they're going to say it is a catch. One-handed grab there by Michael Fitzpatrick.
He's going to punt nonetheless.
Yep, going to punt here on 4th down and 3.
Watch for the fake. Watch for the fake.
You do have Michael Fitzpatrick as your punter. This will be Westfield's first punt of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
You know what I would do? I would put Connor Shelton as my up back.
Yeah, he's quick. Last week, Brant, they had a huge play.
There he comes in.
They threw it on a fake punt. They're going to wait for the.
He's thinking about it.
And he'll punt it. And it's a good punt, angled towards the near sideline, and it's going to be touchdown at the 4-yard line, or 5-yard line as we're going to mark it. Great punt. That's a 40-yard punt, no return, and they're going to force them into bad field position here, 1st and 10 at their own 5.
Great job by Hunter Hancock of getting down there. He never lost track of the ball and was able to down it inside the 5. That's a good punt.
Beautiful punt.
That's a great punt.
And now Frederica is going to have to work out deep from their own territory here. They lead by 6, 16-10, 9:40 to go in this Woodland Subdivision 3rd quarter. All this broadcast brought to you by Brandon Ford of Perry. They're going to hand it off to Anthony. Anthony tries to cut it up the middle of the field, still driving his leg before Bearden finishes him off.
2-yard gain.
Going to have a sideline warning over here on Westfield. That ref threw his flag all the way into the Westfield bench. And it looks like...
And then he had to come out of the crowd after doing it to get it.
Yep.
So sideline.
Yep.
It's just a warning.
Yep.
So
That'll be just a warning, no penalty.
Man, that was clear as day. Oh, come on, ref.
Yeah. Sometimes refs make bad calls. That was not one of them.
I didn't see it. I mean, I'm assuming that's pretty easy. Oh, a little chirping, I think, is what's going on. I gotcha. Oh, man.
What in the world?
I gotcha. Obviously, we're not privy to everything that's going on, so...
Don't tell me you're going to let him get out of the coffin.
You can only assume, personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct
on Westfield.
And you know what?
Assume that was on a coach.
If you're on the coaching staff right there, you should be ashamed of yourself for doing that to your team.
Yeah, that's just...
That came from the stands.
I don't think so. I think it came from
that.
The culprit looks pretty obvious, in my opinion, down there with the hands out, white visor. So unsportsmanlike. And
you're so sweet.
Thank you.
Talking to Allison. She brought me a hot dog.
Oh, I didn't get a hot dog, Allison? Jeez. I was too busy broadcasting.
That's very loud.
No, I'm just kidding.
A sausage dog.
And they're going to hand it off to Anthony, left side. Anthony. Look at Michael chopping at the football, and I think he hurt his own hand trying to do it, too. Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's
feeling that.
Yeah, feels like a little bit of a stinger in that hand. He may have to come out for a play. Or a couple of plays. He is.
Okay, I'm royally confused. I thought they called a personal foul penalty on Westfield, and they only gave it. That would have put him at the 22, but they gave it to him at the 18.
They only gave him.
I'm confused.
5 yards or so.
So now Jernigan, good job by Westfield. Coleman Williams, he has got a bright future for Westfield.
Coming downhill with bad intentions from that linebacker spot. And Fitzpatrick's going to come out and be replaced by Smallwood, still holding that right hand.
Yeah, he kind of chopped at the football, trying to punch it out, and I think he might have done it on the helmet by accident when the player kind of curled up trying to cover the football. Probably did not feel good to do a kung fu chop off the head.
Hopefully nothing too bad. May have just rung his bell, so to speak.
Anthony trying to get to the outside, and the Westfield defense.
That's what happens when you have outside contained. That is a beautiful job playing defense.
Yep, Clay Walton right there. He was blocked, but he came back off the block because of that outside contained and made the tackle from the backside.
Yep. Forced that runner to turn back inside where he had some backup and then came and make the tackle from the backside. Beautiful.
So 3rd down and 8 at their own 22.5-yard line. Clock down to 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. They're going to come set with 4 wide. Jernigan the back. And they're going to roll the quarterback. Out far side, nowhere to go. He's going to run, and he's going to pick up the first down and go out of bounds. And Westfield, again, they have got to put a spy on the quarterback because it is almost too easy.
Well, they blitzed Hunter Smallwood, but he came from the backside. So he was chasing the quarterback, and he was just nowhere to go because he was rolling away from him from the start.
So that was a 12-yard gain on 3rd down and 8, and Westfield continues to struggle on 3rd and 4th down here tonight.
Kenny, you've got the stats over there. Do you know how many conversions they've had of 3rd and 4th?
Let's see here. I can figure that out.
Right here, they're going to run a outside sweep to Denver. Anthony, a great job of getting contained.
Here we go.
And he cuts it back. There's no one on the backside, and he's in a foot race.
Hancock's
He's in a foot race.
digging
Hunter
after him.
Hancock
But that
picked
block.
up the block. Quarterback picked up the block, and he will waltz into the end zone. Will Denver Anthony. Had it played really well, but the backside containment wasn't there.
Yep, just reversed field, and as a result, he goes the distance, 66 yards for the score, and it is 22-10 with 7:08 to go here in this third quarter. And when Brady to hot dog, Westfield trails by 6. Not a good omen. Look at him. He's like, no, I had a vegetable plate. Sausage. Extra point on the way.
Maybe. And it's up.
And
That was
good.
a much better looking kick than the one he kicked the first time.
So Bryce Riley knocks through the extra point, and with 7:08 to go in the third quarter, your score, Frederica 23 and Westfield 10. You're watching Hornet football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
So Westfield gives up a touchdown there on a 66-yard run from Denver Anthony, and we are ready for the Swanson Restaurant kickoff. Watch for the onside. Little pooch, a little bit deeper this time. Sam Johnson has it go off his legs, but Clay Walton falls on it at the 29-yard line.
Good thing you did, too.
Yeah, that was very dangerous. And Westfield will start with the football. First down and 10 at their own 29, trailing by 13. And, Brand, I'm going to give you an answer to your question here. We had that 66-yard run kind of interrupt that. On third down for Frederica, they are 4 of – wait, hang on a second. Nope, they are – what? 3 of 10? That doesn't sound right. And 3 of 4 on fourth down, though.
Yeah.
That's surprising. Beckham looking to pass. He's going to throw incomplete. He was looking for
a little bit too
Bearden.
far. A little bit too far for the outstretched hands of J.B. Bearden.
He had him open, but
Yeah, it was a good play call. It worked well, just a little bit too far. Circle that one in your playbook, come back to it later.
Westfield really had the offensive rhythm going early in the second quarter. I think if they can get back into that mode, they can
Just
really make a difference.
Awful.
What?
Brett's having his own personal crises.
Yeah, I can't make.
You're trying to play trash can basketball there.
Yeah, try to no-look backwards dump, and it bounced off the rim.
The toss goes to Smallwood. He cuts over the middle. Hunter Smallwood with a first down run all the way out to the 45-yard line. That's a 16-yard pickup. And a Planters First Bank 1st and 10 for the Westfield Hornets.
I like that play. I like that play for Smallwood. Let him get the ball in his hands early, see where his holes are, and just follow behind, and then drag a couple of people. Nice 16-yard gain.
That is a Atlanta Falcons play that they run a lot, where that kind of wide toss, but then cut it back inside.
Yeah, I call it the Leonard Fournette play.
Yeah, the Les Smile special. They're running it at Kansas right now. They love that little short toss.
Yep.
So I formation, Walton
the
the
most
fullback.
successful player I've ever seen use it, and I think he was the first as well.
Smallwood the tailback. Going to roll Beckham out.
Oh,
he's going to throw.
J.B. Bearden is by himself.
J.B. Bearden's doing jumping jacks at the 30.
Holy cow.
And we got a flag down. I think we're going to have a roughing the passer possibly, as Beckham might have been hit.
Is just a little bit shaken up. But
Yeah.
he seems to be fine.
I'm telling you, J.B. Bearden.
Oh, pass interference on the defense. Okay. Guess they were holding up one of the receivers.
J.B. Bearden was he was by himself.
There was no one within 20 yards of him.
They had the safety came up and the corner sucked up on the underneath route. Was that Hancock who was underneath?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes.
Hancock was the shortest route.
I honestly couldn't see him because of this wooden beam here. So when you were doing that, I was like, what is he talking about?
Oh, yeah. He was wide open. He was so alone.
So 1st and 10 at Planters First Bank. 1st and 10 for Westfield at the Frederica 40-yard line. Toss goes to Smallwood. Tries the same play again, but nothing doing. No gain on the play.
You know, it's kind of a shame. I feel like if he had bounced that outside, he might still be running. That was a it looked like that it was out open to the outside, but of course you never know. That outside linebacker may have just been playing him.
23-10.
You're still right there. Got plenty of time. Try to make a big run here.
Now they're going to split backs here in shotgun. Walton and Smallwood in the backfield. Two wide receivers to the right side. They're going to roll. Beckham trying that throwback. Heads up. And the catch is made, but good read on that one.
Yeah,
Bryce Riley knew that the whole way.
Great recognition.
Yep. Braden McDaniel's got to get out there faster. That was a good play. It was set up really well, but all you have to do is have that lead blocker get out and make a tough hit. That was very reminiscent of the play that the Falcons used to beat the Eagles, that screen to Julio Jones. But the lead blocker didn't get out there in time. And
I'd go back to that flood pattern and see if you can't run a sluggo. Go slant inside, release him deep, see if you can't make it look like you're trying to crack down on a linebacker or a safety.
So it's 3rd down and 18 after that 8-yard loss on the pass reception. And they're going to roll Beckham out far side. Beck's going to throw off his back foot, and that's a pass interference.
What in the world?
Where is the flag on that?
That's terrible.
I don't know about that call.
Kenneth went up for the football and got knocked in the back by Dalton Tyndall. No call.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a rough one there. It looked like he was interfered with for sure. And now the punt team will come on for Westfield.
Well, he did okay, the defender, but he got there too quick. The ball wasn't there yet. He pushed him from behind. If that's made right when the ball gets there, it's not pass interference, but that's a clear nobody's watching the play.
So here comes Michael Fitzpatrick with a booming kick.
My goodness.
Gosh, Michael is ready to go today, and it goes out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. And Tyndall down there jawing away from Frederica with Coleman Williams. So that is a 35-yard punt and no return. And Frederica will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Yeah, the officials blew that.
Yeah, that was...
You got to make that call.
Looked pretty obvious from our vantage point, but again, we're not the closest to it. So
no, don't give them an
boys.
Don't give them an excuse.
I got a question. Is Deke Jernigan hurt? Because I have not seen him at all in this second half.
Not sure.
We talked about how he was just seemed to be dominating in that whenever he touched the ball, but I haven't seen him on the field yet.
Yeah, they're back using Perez again.
They better hurry up. They got 5 seconds.
And they're still looking. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Just barely got it off.
And they're trying that same play that he did earlier. Look at Walton. What a tackle, and his teammates are going to help him out and bring him down at about the 2-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress to the 5. That is a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, that play killed Westfield a couple of times, but it's safe to say they've adjusted to it now.
Yeah, that was the play they scored their, was it their second or the first touchdown on, I believe.
I believe so.
So they're back at the 5. Westfield's defense, other than a couple 3rd and 4th downs, has really played well tonight.
Inspired football.
Well, how big is this right here? You put the ball on the ground inside the 5. Westfield could pick it up and score on defense and be right back in the ball game.
So it's 2nd and 20.
And it looks like they're going to take a timeout.
Yep, Frederica is going to burn a timeout with 3:56 left to go in this Woodland Subdivision 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break with them with Westfield down by 13. You're watching Hornet football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Tate was going regularly to his dentist. Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spiller's Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
Tate was going regularly to his dentist. Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spiller's Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
Welcome back here. We're in the Woodland Subdivision third quarter. All this brought to you by Brendan Ford of Perry. Go check them out for your car buying needs, whether it's a nice F-150 like I got and Brett, or any other vehicle right across the school from Westfield. Anthony with the direct snap is going to run right in to the Westfield defense and nothing doing. He maybe picks up 2 yards to the 7, but the Westfield defense has clamped down here in this second half. They did give up the long play, but it's that backside contain. That's really the only thing that's hurt them tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Robert Fitzpatrick's coming back into the game.
Man, his dad?
Michael Fitzpatrick. Excuse me. Excuse me.
He's good for about 2 a game, messing up somebody's name.
I'll mess up somebody's name at least once or twice a game.
Oh, I love it.
I would
They're
love
going
to
to leave
Rob
him
in
at
there.
Wildcat, though. Denver Anthony's still there. They may fake and throw this. Nope.
Nope. Going to cut back. And
There's
Westfield
your
D.
backside contain.
Yep. Good job by the Westfield D.
Man, he's tough to bring down.
He picks up 3. It'll be fourth down. And 15? And right there, you could tell all that Frederica was thinking about was don't turn the ball over, don't have any bad exchanges, just put it right into his hands. And
I mean, to me, if you're Frederica's coach, not Carl Nash, Brandon Derrick, you're thinking of that play to end the first half. We cannot have another one of those.
So Asa Fritchman on the punt, back deep. Smallwood awaits the kick at the Frederica 40. Good snap, punt away. Wobbly kick. Fair catch called for and dropped. And it's on the turf and picked up by Frederica.
Yep.
Oh, but there's that should be a penalty after the play. Sam Johnson just got thrown down by Deke Jernigan. And another turnover on special teams.
Out of the way.
No, that should have been a catch.
No,
that
just why even worry about it? You're going to get the ball at midfield.
You're trying to save about 10 or 15 yards.
Instead, you give the ball back.
That's the right play to make, but you got to catch the football.
But
that's not a hard thing to do.
He had a scary catch earlier. Just get out of the way. Get out of the way. And it's a moot point.
I disagree. But
so that's the 4th turnover, 2nd on special teams for Westfield.
If they do what I say, they have the football. If they do what you say, they don't.
Yeah, but at the 30.
You don't.
Well, no, if they do what I say, they have the ball at the 40, which is catch the football.
Perez with the run.
That's a stop by Michael Fitzpatrick.
Big Michael makes the tackle as Perez, who we hadn't really seen much since early in the first quarter, and he picks up 4 yards down to the 42-yard line.
And obviously Deke Jernigan's not hurt. We just saw him on that punt on that last play. So I don't know why he hasn't been getting carries since about the midway through the second quarter.
2nd and 6 here at the 42. Man in motion is Anthony. They put him in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to him. He reverses back the other way. And he will get close to a first down depending on the spot. And he's going to be about a yard short of the chains there to be third at about a yard. That's that play they scored on earlier that y'all talked about. Put him in motion and then had him go back to the exact same side once he gets the football. So
safeties need to help out here. I think you're going to see Westfield blitz, and if I'm Frederica, I'm looking to maybe hit a tight end pop pass, something behind the linebackers because they're going to send them.
Well, they got 3 wides, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, in a split back set. Going to give it off, and that's Jernigan. And anytime you need some power yards, you go to him. Yep. And a little extracurricular there. That should be a penalty. Yep. That is the dirtiest flag I've ever seen. That thing came in like a brown flag flying in from the backside. That wasn't yellow. That thing is mustard.
Who's this going to be on?
That should be on number 12. It's always, what they say, it's not the one who initiates, it's the one who retaliates. John Philip Spires was the one seen swinging Hunter Hancock. They're going to call offsetting. If they do, that's just stupid. Why even throw your flag? Oh, my gosh. I hate that. I've always hated that. Yeah. That's what I think of that. I just save your arm. Save your arm and just go talk to him afterwards and say, don't do that again.
Just don't cop out. Make a call on somebody. That's all that is.
I mean, if it's on sportsmanlike where they got to, put it in the document, but if it's just a general personal
They got
foul.
too many men in the backfield. They got 5. That's an illegal formation.
Jernigan chopped down by his own running back, Perez.
He's trying to get the flag out.
Who was? The official?
They had 5 men in the backfield.
So that tackle was made by Kyle Perez, his own fellow running back. He got knocked back, and Jernigan had his legs taken out from under him by Perez. Loss of 1. It's 2nd and 11. As that might have been the last play of the third quarter, I think it is, because there's only 10 seconds and there's 15 on the play clock. Maybe they try to get one off. Yeah, they will. So he's going to look to pass. No pressure. Deep down the middle. Tomlinson.
Good defense.
Good D. Got his hand in there, and that'll do it on the third quarter. It'll be a 3rd down and 11 facing the Frederica Knights as we go to the 4th. You're watching Hornet football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Tate was going regularly to his dentist. Our family dentist just mentioned that he had a severe underbite and he could require surgery in the future. We immediately made an appointment with Spillers Orthodontics. They brought up Invisalign. Dr. Spillers was very informative and all of the staff was very helpful and knowledgeable. Anybody who thinks that their child is too young to use Invisalign, they're wrong. I mean, if you can prevent any kind of surgical procedure for your child, wouldn't you want to do it too?
Spillers Orthodontics, where great smiles begin.
On the field, a successful outcome is the ultimate goal for every team. At Houston Healthcare, our team of healthcare professionals is also dedicated to providing successful outcomes to the patients we serve each and every day. From Houston Medical Center, Perry Hospital, or one of our 3 med stops to the sidelines and locker rooms of our high school athletes, our team is focused on providing quality healthcare that leads to successful outcomes for the patients we serve. Houston Healthcare, advanced medical care closer to home.
Brett is super animated and super loud tonight.
You're both idiots.
And he's terrible about counting back. He's always like, we're almost back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back.
I don't like you.
Brett's been very opinionated tonight.
Have you not met Brett Taylor? He's always
That's fair.
opinionated.
That's fair. Guys, I say it just about every broadcast. Becoming friends with Brett Taylor on Facebook is the best decision you'll ever make in your life. And Kenny vehemently disagrees, but I find it hilarious.
I blocked Brett Taylor on Facebook 10 years ago, even though it wasn't around 10 years ago. But handoff, Jernigan up the middle. 1st down. You cannot get any easier than that. He wasn't touched until he was 12 yards down the field.
Braden McDaniel shot the right gap, and Jernigan ran right by him. And there was nobody backing him up.
They struggle again on a long 3rd down situation. The pickup is 14, and it's 1st and 10 for the Knights. And here comes that heavy dose of Deke Jernigan. Maybe he's your starter and your finisher. He was a man in 1st and in 4th.
Might be.
So he gets down to the 30. That's a pickup of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Got to have a turnover.
Brett calling for a turnover counter is up to 5 now.
Well, I mean, you need one. I mean,
No,
you got to try to get the turnover margin back.
You should have seen me last week in Gainesville. Thing is, every time I called for a turnover, one seemed to pop up.
Well, it did in that game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
His knee touched.
Did it really?
It looked like it, but they threw a flag.
They're going to call offsides or false start? Look like false start.
Yep.
So false start on the offense. That'll make it 2nd down and 11. Michael Fitzpatrick came through like a madman there. Good thing they blew that whistle, or Thomas Veal might have been picking himself up out of the turf. 2nd and 11 at the 35. Westfield down by 2 scores.
The play call, if anybody's wondering, is Green Florida Twist. I can hear the Frederica coach from that sideline.
Oh, wow. Well, now they're going to roll the quarterback. They're going to throw, and it's caught. And Meadows gets down inside the 15. He'll get down to the 13. Good pass there from Veal. Just floated it over the linebacker in front of the corner. 1st down. So 22-yard gain. And not a good start to the fourth quarter so far for Westfield.
At all.
Jernigan, handoff, bounces outside, still on his feet, cuts outside again, bounces off a tackler, and he'll be spun around down to the 2. I mean, he was just playing human pinball there, and he picks up another first down for Frederica.
It's going to be first and goal from the 3.
Probably going to be Jernigan again, you would imagine.
If I had to guess, handoff right at the middle.
Nope.
No,
We're going to use him as a lead blocker.
No, he was down, and the ball came out. He was down, and the ball came out.
Are they going to call touchback? Oh, they're going to conference. Oh, I hate to say it, but I think the ground caused it. But
I have no idea.
Yeah, you can't tell from where we're at. It's in the hands of J.B. Bearden.
Did they make a call?
Someone from Frederica
well,
is
that's
hurt.
the quarterback, I believe. He fell on his shoulder.
Did they make a call?
I know. How about the poor kid? What's he holding? Is it his leg or his lower half? When he went, he landed. If that's the quarterback, it says number 3 though.
Yeah,
that's Tyler Devlin.
That's a house and health care injury right there. Hopefully he's okay.
Looks like his left leg, maybe.
Yeah.
The officials are still
Conferring.
trying to figure out.
Well, Westfield definitely recovered the ball. If you didn't see it, they didn't blow a whistle that he was down. So in that scenario, to me, you've got to whistle it a touchback.
Well, this is a game-defining play here.
And they get to the head coach over there is lobbying for Frederica.
He's up on his feet is the injured player being helped off to the sideline.
Yeah, honestly, the way they were looking at it, it might have been a Charlie horse, but it looked a lot more serious than that to begin with.
Yeah, he's favoring that left leg for sure. This is the longest discussion over.
They may have just been waiting for the injured player to walk off before they make a call.
That Frederica coach is out there. The funny thing is, I don't know how even if it is Frederica ball, it wasn't a touchdown because he was short of the goal line.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he's signaling. He thinks
it's either second and goal from the 1 or it's Westfield's ball at the 20.
Right.
And these refs have had a very long time to discuss this.
I think they're talking about dinner. What are you having for dinner tonight? I don't know. Kind of late. I don't want to go with the chili dog.
Probably. Do I start Julio or DeAndre Hopkins tomorrow?
Yeah, good question.
Rice-a-roni.
You know, Matt Ryan isn't really throwing the ball as well, so you know.
Maybe some rice-a-roni.
Who are your other wide receivers? Because I'd start both of those.
Yeah. Holy cow. One way or another, let's make us a call. It's going to make somebody mad who's in green and somebody happy who's in green.
Don't do the old go talk to the coach thing.
Yep.
Now you're going to.
And he's walking over there like he's a child who's pouting.
Gonna send.
He's got his arms crossed. He don't look too happy. What are they going to do here? I think we do a jump ball at the 50. What do you say? And they do in the NBA when we don't know whose possession it is? Jump ball. Do like a rugby scrum. Put it in the middle, and they all just fight over it. Man, this is...
And it looked like an assistant coach for Frederica was trying to pull the head coach back. But I don't know.
Hey, where's our guy earlier that got the cops caught on him? Where's he at? He can come out and join the fray.
I was down there during halftime, and I heard some discussion. I believe that's Deke Jernigan's father. So when his helmet got ripped off and flew 25 yards, you can understand why he was a little upset.
Oh, he's not happy. Arms crossed, hat off. That looks like good news for Westfield.
Yep, they're going to mark it at the 20.
Yep, touchback. Westfield football.
Westfield's football.
Wow.
Holy
With
cow.
10 minutes left, Westfield's got a shot.
Well, they needed that, that's for sure.
There's a turnover, Brett.
Yep. That was exactly what they needed. Well, you can't fault him for lobbying for it as long as the officials let you do it.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting. Well, Westfield, you got your chance. 9:50 on the clock. They trail. This thing tried to give him. Stupid. This thing tried to give him a safety. I don't understand this program sometimes. So 23-10. Go with the I formation. Smallwood, the tailback. Defensive line moved but did not come across. They're going to go a little.
Oh, a little end around.
Yeah.
Connor Shelton.
Oh, nope. Hunter Hancock.
Was it?
Yep. And they lose one.
Wow.
End around did not fool. Well, it fooled 10 of the 11 guys, and that one guy ended up making the tackle. I don't hate that play call, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you try to get
it.
him.
It didn't work, but I like it.
Exactly.
You need a big play. And your biggest play so far has come on a flea flicker. So why not run an end around? Hornets are going to go 4 wide.
So 2nd and 12 at the 18. Back off their defensive end here. Going to roll out Beckham. Beckham nowhere to go. And he's going to get brought down. A little fight going on here.
A little bit.
In the backfield.
Something interesting going on. I don't know what that was.
And another flag flies in. So there might be 2 flag, or there is, not might be.
There are 2 flags. No telling how many penalties.
I wonder if there's a hold on Westfield in the backfield and then maybe a personal foul.
The hold should be administered during the play. The personal foul should be after the play and administered.
So it'd be what, like 2nd down and 8 or 7 or something?
Something like that.
Should be a net of 5 yards in favor of Westfield.
Right, and still 2nd down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think.
Because if they accept the hold, if not, then it'd be 3rd down and if
So
they
hold on
decline the
Westfield.
hold, it'd be 3rd down and 2.
Yep.
Man,
So
we
you got
called that one
a
perfect,
hold on
didn't we?
Westfield and a personal foul.
So they should move up the ball 5 yards and it stays 2nd down.
Yeah, it's not offsetting because they both didn't occur during the play. Personal foul occurred after the play.
2 penalties on the play. Holding against Westfield. Personal foul against.
What's going to be funny is I know what they'll do, and I know that's what the officials are taught to do, but my favorite part is they're going to walk backwards 10 yards, put the ball down, and they're going to walk forwards 15 yards rather than just saying walk forward 5 yards. See? There he goes. Yeah, it's my favorite part. I'm walking backwards. Now I'm going to walk forwards.
Well, they have to do it. They have to do half the distance.
I know. I'm sorry.
No. Wait up. They have to do half the distance from where that flag was because it was in the backfield.
Right.
So it doesn't get walked off from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's still 15 minus 7 or 15 minus 8. Yeah, 7.5.
It's actually going to be less than that because the flag was thrown in the backfield.
Brett, you're not fun. Me and Mr. Beelan are having fun here. We're talking about all you had to do is math.
So it'll be 2nd and 9.
It's not a 1st down, guys. That's hilarious. Well, that's just terrible.
That's terrible.
Nope.
Every ref sucks.
People down there yelling. They don't know the rules, so it's kind of funny. All right, I formation. The pitch goes to Smallwood. Smallwood cuts back. Hunter Smallwood out across the 25. And
not a bad carry by Smallwood.
No, he sets him up with a decent.
And another player is injured for Frederica. He is down, and that's Deke Jernigan. Looks to be holding his head.
Oh, his dad is up in the stands. Well, watch out. Watch out now.
Easy. He's getting up under his own power. Doesn't look to be too serious.
5-yard gain.
Yeah, but if they come and attend to him, he's got to come off the field.
Yes. They've already stopped the clock for him as an injured player.
Well, it's almost, and here comes the head coach. You know, it's almost like that situation when you're a baseball coach and you're mad at the strike zone. You're actually excited when one of your players gets injured because you get a chance to go out there and help them and probably give the referee a little couple words
officials
on your way out. Like, yep.
Oh, and there he goes. There he goes. He's
like, yeah, if that wasn't a fumble, I wouldn't be out here. Just telling you.
Yep. And sir, if your player wouldn't have dropped the football,
You're right.
I'm sure your dad's had that a few times.
For sure.
That's like the pitching coach waits for the coach to come out there or the umpire to come out there and break up the conference and then says, yeah, by the way, your strike zone's terrible.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yep. And then, by the way, your butt's going to be warm because you're going to sit in the bleachers. I'm cold too. I got freezing.
3rd down and 5.
That's why I turned that fan off.
What a difference a week makes. Last week, Brett was leaving perspiration imprints on the
yes, I was on the
bleachers.
concrete.
And now,
you know, call me crazy. I'm kind of glad I went to Gainesville.
yeah, for real.
Dude, it was
as
like
miserable as y'all sound.
It was
sounded.
hot.
I believe you.
3rd and 5. Fake the handoff. Going to roll him out. He's got room to run if he wants to, but he's going to go deep. Bearden. And it is incomplete. He threw it into triple coverage. I think if he decided to run that, he had the first down.
Yep, and now it looks
He was a little slow.
He's fine.
I think it hurt his hand. I think he jammed his finger.
And they're going to punt it.
With 8:07. Oh, that was big right there because I think he had the first down if he kept it.
He definitely had space to run. I'm not sure he would have had to outrun one or two guys, but he's shown his
pretty
ability.
quick.
Yeah, he's shown his ability to do that.
So they're going to punt. They're going to play punt safe here on 4th and 4.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to kick it away. Spiral kick. Anthony retreats back to his 30.
Catch. That was a tough one to handle.
And he comes up across the 40, 45, cuts back, and be brought down. No, he will not.
They're trying to strip him.
Yep, Hancock went for the strip, and then he picked up about 5 more yards to the 48.
I tell you, almost could have called a late hit on Coleman Williams. He dove onto the pile.
Here's my
after
thing.
The whistle was blown.
That's no, the whistle was not blown. That's, in my opinion, that's on the officials because they're taught to hit till the whistle's blown. I think they were late with blowing the whistle there. I was just about to make that statement. You could have called it, but you kind of have to look inwardly if you're an official and say, we got to blow the whistle. The art of blowing the whistle has gone by the wayside to end plays. I don't know what's the deal with that.
They're going to throw quick hitter complete to Denver Anthony, and he gets down to the Westfield 40-yard line. Chris Kennis on the tackle, and Kennis still down, being helped up by a Frederica offensive lineman. It's a first down on the completion to Denver Anthony.
I know it was successful, but I don't really understand why do you do that?
I thought so too. I'm thinking, why in the world are they throwing the football? But it was a quick, high-percentage pass. But you got to imagine this would be.
Yeah, but if that ball's zipped across hot and high and it pops up in the air and then Westfield runs it back for a touchdown,
right?
Now it's a one-possession game.
Here comes Coleman Williams and Michael Fitzpatrick, and he throws it away. And
that's intentional grounding.
No one near that.
That's got to be intentional grounding. There is absolutely nobody there.
Nope, no call.
Man.
So you're telling me in high school it doesn't matter if they're inside the pocket, outside the pocket, none of that stuff?
There has to be a receiver in the area that you throw it to.
No matter where you are?
No matter where you are. There is no throwing it into the first row of bleachers.
If that is the rule, then that was definitely intentional grounding.
Yes.
So it's been Devlin who went out earlier with the injured ankle who's been in on this drive. So obviously it wasn't too bad. And they're going to throw again, setting up the screen. They throw and
that's a legal man downfield. The whole offensive line was downfield.
Yeah. How is that not?
The whole offensive line was downfield. You can't be serious.
Yeah,
holy cow.
Brett's yelling and he's really loud, but he is right. That was a missed call by those officials.
Oh, my Lord.
They've been pretty solid for most of the night, but that
was horrendous.
Definitely could have thrown a flag 5 times.
Yeah, I mean, the line, that was rough.
Yeah.
So 1st and goal at the 10, and Westfield's going to hold him right there, as that was Perez on the run. Yeah, when you make the catch and you're surrounded by 5 of your offensive linemen and you're 8 yards down the field.
Yeah. Yeah. Not great.
Gotten pretty quiet here in the Hornets' nest all of a sudden with 6:22 to go here in this fourth quarter. The Planters' fourth quarter, excuse me. Michael's hand still hurting him, his wrist.
That's the thing. It's not hard to see that.
And now they're going to throw a quick hitter out wide and incomplete. Good coverage there. Clay Walton hit Denver Anthony.
The throw was too high, but even if it wasn't, great job out there by Clay Walton reading it.
Why are they throwing the football, though?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question that I just don't have an answer
I mean, I mean, you stop the clock with 6 minutes. That's just
you're up by 13.
Yeah, and a field goal still keeps it at a 2-possession game.
Absolutely.
Dude, they got to impress the pollsters, man.
I guess. That just makes no sense. I know it's 3rd and goal here, but run it again, right? I mean, you would have to run it. Well, maybe not. They're going to throw. Got pressure. And Veal's going to roll out, trying to throw to the corner. Got a man out there, and it is caught.
What a throw.
Touchdown.
What a throw and catch.
Yep, back of the end zone going. Who was that?
Speaking of Johnny Manziel.
That was number 11, Bryce Riley, on the back end line. He actually, I don't think it was throwing to him. I think he was throwing to Meadows. But Riley was back there, and he makes the catch for the score. And that is probably the nail in the coffin for the Westfield Hornets as that's a 10-yard touchdown pass with 5:52 to go in this fourth quarter. Ooh, the Westfield coaching staff is letting them have it. Extra point up and good. And with 5:52, it's 30-10.
They can let those officials have it all they want. What lost this game for Westfield, assuming that this score holds or some variation of it, is turning the ball over 4 times.
Absolutely.
You cannot win games when you have 4 turnovers, unless you're the Florida Gators and you have 4 turnovers thrown to you anyway.
Hey, that's true. Don't hate. Congratulate.
Hey, man, Florida's a lot better than I thought they were.
So 30
and the Swamp is everything as advertised.
There you go. 30-10 is your score. Westfield trails Frederica. The Hornets will be on the road next week, their final home game of the regular season, should they make the playoffs, as they will take on, Bethlehem next week, isn't it?
The final road game.
Yeah, I'm sorry, road game. Bethlehem Christian. Be the first time playing those folks up there. Here comes the Swanson restaurant kickoff, and apparently he can kick it deep.
Yeah, they can kick it deep. How about that?
And Walton takes it at the 12, and he fumbles the football, and it is going to be recovered by the Knights.
He got stuck, and that ball just popped out. Make it 5 turnovers.
3 on special teams.
Yep. Yeah, Westfield has shown improvement tonight, but I don't care how good you are. If you turn the ball 5 over, it's tough to win games. Turn the ball over 5 times, it's tough to win games. Yeah.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Frederica at the 20-yard line with 5:42 to go. So they've had a fumble on 2 kickoffs and a fumble on a punt. And then a fumble on the offensive possession as well as an interception.
Yep. And the only one of those that wasn't entirely Westfield's fault was that interception.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple of factors that went wrong for that ball to be turned over, but those other 4, 100% mental mistakes by the Hornets.
That one right there, he just got obliterated.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's fair. Got popped pretty good.
Mental mistake to run there, I guess.
It's like it was a mental mistake to try to come up and fair catch a ball on the punt?
Yes, absolutely. Especially when you struggle to try to catch it the last time.
Bretness.
Well, you don't try to catch it. You don't.
All right,
hey,
we're over it.
So Anthony, right up the middle, scores a touchdown. One play, 20 yards, touchdown for the Knights. This thing, the score is not indicative of how this game has gone.
Yeah, this game's a lot closer than the score.
About 3 or 4 plays.
Yep.
But what's the old saying? You are what the record says you are, or you are what the scoreboard says you are. And you're down by 26, maybe 27 after this extra point.
Yep.
So, unfortunate. Oh, my goodness. That kid must play soccer. But he just boomed that thing like a line drive, and it's good. So with 5:36 to go in the fourth quarter, it's Frederica 37, Westfield 10. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Hornet football on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. 37-10 is your score. Westfield trails here. 5:36 to go in this fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by Planters First. And here's the Swanson Restaurant kickoff. Takes a bounce, and off the face mask of Smallwood, he takes it to 13. Smallwood runs right in to Meadows, who brings him down just across the 20 at the 21. It's 13 yards and a flag.
Going to have offsetting personal fouls, or maybe all on Westfield. Tough to say. There's a Frederica player laying down on the field at the 20.
Doing push-ups.
He looks like he wants to get up, but he just can't.
This game has gotten oogly.
Let's see. Unsportsmanlike on Frederica.
Really? Wow.
You missed that one, Chief.
Yeah, because I can't remember who the player was, but the Westfield player definitely got up off the ground and shoved the Frederica player, and that's when the flag flew in. So color me shocked at that.
That'll put the ball out at the 35, and that was number 6, Dalton Tyndall, slow to get up.
He's had a hand in a couple of those fateful turnovers tonight.
Frederica may win this game, but they ultimately lose because they got to drive the Golden Isles Parkway all the way home, which is quite possibly one of the most boring rides ever. Take a look at the beautiful Lumber City to your right. What is it? What is the other towns you go through there?
Oh, I have no idea.
Lumber City.
I don't think I've ever made that drive.
You got McRae. What's the one in?
Gotta stand up. I don't know. There's a whole lot of boring.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I made it last year alone.
By yourself. Yeah. You haven't whined at all about that.
Yeah. Whatever. First down and 10 at the 35.
Thurston Hall the third.
Shelton, the tailback, and he just false started, and they do throw the flag. He was rocking forward. How cold she is. Well, I mean, it does make it feel a little bit colder than it.
Well, with that wind, with that fan earlier blowing, I turned it down.
Well, not only that, but just the fact of.
I don't know if you necessarily need a fan right now, but it feels wonderful.
Oh, we're getting a jacket brought out, so it must be cold. Yeah.
Man.
But when our body is getting used to 100-degree temperatures, and all of a sudden you drop to 65.
Y'all don't run as hot as I do.
Pitch comes to Shelton, trying to get the. Oh my gosh.
Goodness. What a thump.
Yep, and there's the flag.
Laid on by Josh Meadows.
For what?
I think it was a little helmet-to-helmet maybe.
Excessive hitting.
Excessive contact.
Woo.
Goodness. That's just a great hit. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wow, he got blasted.
Yeah.
Ooh, targeting.
Yep.
Is he ejected?
I don't know.
I didn't think you could eject.
Oh, I think you should get ejected.
I didn't think you could in high school for targeting.
Well, that'll put the ball.
By the way, I don't see anything wrong with that play.
Why are we calling a timeout here?
The officials called it.
This coach.
I lied.
This coach is not pleased. I love his. This is his angry stance. You obviously can't see me, but I love it. Just arms crossed, leg out.
He looks like
head
a four-year-old pouting.
Yeah, like just got his head back, arms crossed, foot out.
That's how I look when I watch the Braves.
Well, at least you only had to do that for about a half inning the other day.
I didn't even really, like you said, it didn't take very long. I kept going back and checking the app, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
Yep, utterly embarrassing. So Westfield struggling here in this fourth quarter. Fourth quarter started out 23-10, but it has since seen 2 touchdowns added.
The bus struggle.
Man, Frederica coach still out there. Still out there.
I don't understand what he's trying to accomplish at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you got.
If he's angry about something, then fine. I understand being angry about stuff until the end of the game, but
you're up by 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I didn't see anything in that game. I didn't see anything.
Save your blood pressure.
Who's he pointing to? Somebody in our stands yelling, "Get off the field"?
And there's one Westfield fan that has been incredibly vocal tonight.
Yeah, he
putting
says
it lightly.
Get off the field pretty regularly.
I just heard him simulating Frederica's snap count a minute ago.
Well, now Beckham got pressure, and he's going to go down, and he's going to fumble the football.
He was down.
Sack made by number 12, John Phillip Spires.
Yeah, they tried to pull around the guard. They tried to fake a kick-out play, and they pulled around the guard trying to block that defensive end. He was not fooled, came straight upfield, and lost 14 yards. Pushed him back. Unfortunate.
Way back. Push him back. Push him back. Way
back.
So 2nd down and 24. Beckham going to go down the middle of the field. Got a man open. It's Hancock. And did a flag just accidentally fall out?
Defensive hold. Going to be a defensive hold, I believe.
Okay.
Right around where the pass was caught.
No, it was on this outside post.
Yeah.
Should be.
That's a pickup.
That's a fun little throw and catch. Nice delivery over the middle of the field.
He has a 20-yard completion.
Looks like good offense.
And will they add the 5 yards to it?
Absolutely not.
They won't?
That's an either or.
So it's a 5 yard automatic first down or take the reception, right?
It's not automatic first down on defensive holding in high school.
Oh. I wish they would apply that.
Take away the automatic stuff in your head.
Gotcha.
That only applies to college and pros.
I gotcha. Well, I hate it in the pros because you could have like a 3rd down and 30, and then they call a hold on a play that doesn't even matter across the field, and they'll give them automatic first down. I hate it.
And we're going to have another conference with the officials. 4.5 minutes still. This is the longest fourth quarter in the history of fourth quarters.
It's been a very eventful ball game.
At this point, it's being a very unnecessary conference.
We'll see what happens. They're going to talk to Coach Lane.
Why do you need to talk to him? Just make the call.
I think what he's going to say is you could take 5 yards from the previous spot.
I think it's a 10-yard penalty on defense.
All right, well, I'm lost then. I know. Jeez. Let's just do something. Come on, Willie. Make a call, my man.
They're going to decline the penalty, take the result of the play.
Yep. Decline. There you go.
See, I'm Tony Romo up here. I'll just call everything that's going to happen.
You're a genius.
No, I'm not.
3rd down and 4.
Oh, my.
3rd down. Yeah, let's waste some more time.
It is 3rd down, not 2nd.
Unless the penalty.
Nope, the penalty does not revert the down. You took the result of the play.
I wouldn't think so either, but that stick has not moved.
You take the.
I don't know, but that side judge, he is like giving a sermon over there.
He's giving a
look at him.
Dissertation.
He's telling every single one of them. It's like he's directing a chorus.
Hunter Hancock needs to get on the line.
I think he's saying, I don't want to hear from you,
he
or
needs
you.
To get on the line. See, he's got him off the line.
That's too many men in the backfield.
No, now they're good.
Yep, there you go. 4. Throwing a quick pass, that's not going to work.
Nope, can't throw it behind him.
And
well, I don't know why that was
I
second.
don't reckon it would have mattered very much.
No, that was
he
3rd
got
down.
struck.
No, they called that second. This is 3rd.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why are we calling timeout?
And Westfield calls a timeout.
I think it's safe to assume everybody here does not know the rules. Everybody on this broadcast, we're all as confused as everybody back home.
It's really not that hard. It was a 2nd down play. You threw a post after a sack.
Declined the penalty.
Declined the penalty. Took the result of the. You took the result of the play.
Obviously not.
I know. I'm just telling you.
Sometimes confusion has to do with the officials getting the call.
Yeah.
Which might be the case here. or maybe it's not.
It should be 4th down and 8. Instead, it's 3rd down and 8.
So I got this. I'm sorry. I got this stat program, right? So I'm looking. First down, Beckham sack, loss of 14. Second down, pass complete, gain of 20 yards. Defensive penalty, holding, decline. Should have been 3rd down and 4. They made it 2nd down and 4. Westfield loses 4 yards.
Oh, no, now it says 4th down and 4.
Okay.
It says 4th down and 7.
Or 4th down and 8.
Whatever.
Warner Robins beat Harris County 37-22 for anyone who cares.
All right. So 4th down and 8. Beckham rolling out and got pressure and going to go down.
Yep, I mean.
Yeah, you got to just huck it up at that point and pray something good happens. That is the second instance of just a lack of situational awareness from Beckham tonight.
I would definitely agree with that statement.
Yeah, that play at the end of the first half where Westfield could have cut it to at least 3.
Absolutely.
It's a 12-yard loss in the sack. And turnover on downs.
And I have a feeling that Frederica is going to throw the ball and they're going to try to run it up because they're pissed off right now.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, that's just a feeling I get.
Ooh, that board is loose.
Oh, you don't think I'm right?
I think Frederica may be pissed off, but I think they may just want to go ahead and get on the bus and go home.
Yeah,
like
they
you said,
may.
They've got
may
a 3.5 hour drive.
They may be ticked off. Pissed off. Ticked off.
3rd down and 8.
Hey, we are not bound by the FCC.
3rd down and 10. They're going to hand it off to Anthony. Anthony cuts back. Anthony, stutter step. It's like he's just running around on Little Giants. And that one gets down to the 26.
Little Giants. Anytime you can have a Little Giants reference, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's been a good broadcast. Thanks to that.
Thanks. So that's a 12-yard gain. It's 1st down and 10 for Frederica.
It's our logo, look, on the scoreboard.
Isn't that cool? That's one of the 8 that Brett has created. We agreed upon one. He makes his own every week.
It's just what he does in his off time.
1st down and 10. Handoff goes to Perez. And I don't know how he spun out of a few tackles there. Got out of Clay Walton and a couple others, and he picks up a gain of 4. Referee on the far side ties his shoes and spots the ball. That's some talent right there, my friend.
I just want to have as many logos for us as Kenny has hairs in his head.
You better start getting moving, buddy.
Kenny's hair is short, but it's all there.
He is rapidly losing
Don't worry.
that line.
I want as many logos as Brett's waistband size.
The same as yours.
42. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding.
The same as yours.
No, it's not. I just messed with you. And, oh, my gosh. Right up the middle, Perez in the end zone, touchdown.
Told you they were going to try to run it up.
Well, that's not really running up.
You told us they were going to throw.
They ran right up the middle.
They ran it right up the middle.
That's not running it up. That's not tackling.
That's just.
That's not tackling.
That's padding stats at that point.
Told you they were going to try to run it up.
Oh, shush.
Oh,
So,
Brettness.
Extra point forthcoming with Frederica now up 43-10. It's a homecoming score, just not the right way.
Well, it was a very good ball game for the better part of 3 quarters, and then it got away.
And no good.
Yep, to the left.
Did you miss it? How about that?
No, that was a different kicker that time. So it's 43-10, and if we forgot to, maybe y'all did during halftime, show Caroline Hayes, the homecoming queen.
Yep. Yeah, we did. We let down the ABE logo and then showed her on the screen and talked about her.
Oh, okay. Very well done. Good job.
You look cute tonight, Kenny.
You're ridiculous. 42-10. 33 here, so oh my.
It was such a great broadcast for the better part of this game.
Kenny doesn't have a 5 o'clock shadow. It's more like a 1:30.
That is true.
What do I have?
You just have a Sasquatch beard.
I've got a beard. You do not have the
Brett
ability.
hasn't shaved since he was born.
No, I don't have the ability to grow anything.
Exactly.
Nice and clean shaven.
He's got every
without all the work.
Well, the hair on my face is got away from my head. Brett's is like a chia pet on top of his head.
I still have
catch
all
made
that
by
region.
JB Bearden at the 22. Bearden up the middle of the field, and a little late extracurriculars there as they get out to the 35.
I don't think anything intentional happened, though.
Just bodies flying around.
Yeah.
What's so funny
What
about
are you
that?
laughing at?
The way Kenny said that, he was like, "Yeah, just bodies flying around."
That's what it was.
It's just funny.
I hate the way I look in a hat.
So stay tuned for the Westfield Booster Club post-game show. We'll go over some of our awards, some final stats, and talk a little bit about next week.
Or don't. We'd completely understand.
There you go. And there's a
That
false
was
start.
a little bit of something.
Nope, I think that's going to be offsides before the false start, and he doesn't know what he's talking about because the defender was in the neutral zone and forced the offense to move.
He was doing the hustle. All right, false start.
Do the hustle.
Yep. See, this guy's got it right. I'm telling you, he's going to overrule him.
Hey, check and see if we have any comments on the YouTube.
I'm not going to.
All right.
Don't mess with my computer.
I know. I have a Mac. I know how to work them.
Why do you want to know so bad?
Just because, listen, if we're broadcasting over YouTube, one of
You're
the coolest things
so
about broadcasting
weird.
over YouTube.
Nobody
said anything.
No, you
Dang
weirdo.
it. Listen, that's one of the coolest things about broadcasting. in the chat room,
Ladies.
is that you can respond to the people who talk to you. It's cool.
Nobody's got time for that, man.
Anybody got time for that?
Every streamer in America has time for that, and outside of America.
We're not streaming video game captures.
We're streaming, and that's a fumble.
All right. Yahoo!
It's in Twitch, man. It's a football game.
Hey, why don't we stream on Twitch? Twitch is a great platform.
For losers. 2-yard loss.
People named Brent. You watch your
Brent or Brant?
I watch
Brant.
people on Twitch occasionally.
You
Not
watch
often, but-
Twitch like I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's a
Minute 43 to go in the ball game.
Ghost Recon or something cool
Second
like that.
and 17.
Veterans has beaten Decatur, or no, excuse me, Bainbridge 16-13.
Ooh, Bainbridge
All right.
won the state championship last year.
And look at the run here from Connor Shelton out across the 30. It's out to the 31 to pick up 3 yards.
Shout out to Marvin James. Yeah, y'all heard that.
Little pitch break.
Third down, 14 yards to go. Minute and 10 seconds on the clock here in this ball game. We have not seen Coach Chip Champion up here since the helmet got thrown off 25 yards.
That was like an hour and a half ago, too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And there's a
that's
fumble.
And he picked it up.
He picked it
Coleman
back up
Williams,
and is still
yep.
running with it.
And he gets planted after no gain.
The quarterback carried out his fake pretty good because he ran all the way over to the sideline.
Number 8, Coleman Williams on the carry.
Fourth down.
That's going to be the
14.
last play of the game, unless they.
Nah,
It won't be because it'll be a turnover on downs up to stop the clock.
the play
Well,
clock.
it's right there.
Or maybe the
play
finger.
clock.
The play could take 2 seconds.
Look, I'm going to take
play clock.
the controller from these two fine individuals, and we're going to lose it for the final horn. It just accidentally might run out. I'm just saying. Accidentally. Yeah. I mean, all right. Yep, that'll do it. Ball game.
There
And
it is.
Shelton will get popped. Nice meeting you. And that play will end the game. Westfield. No, that was a fine job by that officiating crew. Ball game. Westfield loses this one tonight 43-10.
This officiating crew?
They weren't bad.
No, I'm just kidding.
So let's go through some final stats real quick while we move into the Westfield Booster Club post-game show. On offense for Frederica, 474 yards, 194 through the air, and 280 on the ground. They had 12 penalties for 120 yards. The story of the game, though, third down, 6 of 14, and fourth down, 3 of 4. Westfield, 144 yards of offense, 106 through the air, 38 on the ground. A lot of that was negated by all the sacks that they had to take. Hunter Smallwood, 8 carries, 44 yards, leading rusher. Beck Beckham was 7 of 15 passing, 106 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Westfield with 5 turnovers. We'll now give out our player of the game, our Sonic Drive-In player of the game. And who do you guys got on this one here tonight? It's a kind of a tough one to choose, but what are you thinking? All right, good call.
I think I got to go with Hunter Smallwood. He ran the ball effectively a couple of times tonight, had a couple of big runs, and he looked like a really good running back for a couple of spurts, and was solid when he wasn't being very good. So
I'm going to go Robert Kinnis with some great catches.
All right,
he did have some great catches.
So we got a dual split there. Kinnis and Smallwood.
Our hit of the game, I'm going to go Clay Walton first half. You remember?
Yeah.
Laying the big lumba.
He
Over
did.
here on this side, I think it was.
Yes.
Your side.
So that is
Our Houston Healthcare.
our Houston Healthcare hit of the game as Westfield loses here tonight 43-10 on homecoming night here in Perry. We'll go on the road for our last time next week. Bethlehem, Brett's going to be joining us. I'm going to force him as
Maybe.
Westfield will hopefully get another region win. They are now 1-2 in the region. And for Brant Daughtry, Brett Taylor, and Peyton Josie, and Allison Brown, I'm Kenny Kofer. Thanks for watching Hornet Football here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.